Then a blowjob was
Everyone.
cannibalism. Oh.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Hollow Throne. I'm your
That was
Hola.
dungeon
really poor
master.
timing on my part.
I'm your dungeon master, Chaos, and we have new players.
Greetings, newbies.
Finley. Before I start on
Yay!
with this session, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Luna,
That's
why
my
don't you hop in
bestie.
stream?
It's
And Robert
when we
is
say introduce
being
yourself,
disconnected.
playing, what the character is, stuff like that.
As well as just
Me.
like anything about yourself that isn't your name.
Finley's
Makes
my
sense.
bestie.
Can they hear me right now?
Yes,
Yes.
they can
Okay.
hear me as well.
Just making sure.
I can hear everyone.
In case you haven't already told, I'm an idiot, and I'll play Ritz, which is a kobold cleric. And he's been around for a long time.
I thought you were gonna play Finley.
Oh, never mind.
Cause like
You
the
can play.
thing.
You can play Finland. You can play whichever
You
one
can
you
play
want.
whoever you want, but yeah.
I don't
my
think
bad.
kobolds exist, do they?
Does kobold,
No,
they've already gone extinct.
they were never created.
Not in this world.
Okay, never mind. Disregard the whole Ritz thing. He's extinct. Never was created. I'm playing Finley, level 5 paladin, chaotic stupid.
There we go. No, it's not that
Stupid. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
it's not an
Damn, I
actual
would have been doing that
alignment,
this
it's a
whole
play
time.
style.
Nah, if that was the path of alignment, then fuck, I'd be doing that so often.
He has a
Same
moral compass
here.
bigger than his heart. And his heart's already 3 times too big.
Yeah, where's Jekyll?
No clue.
I don't know.
Don't we need the jackal of the group?
Jackal.
Kind of important.
Oh,
Jackal the Jack boy. Anyway,
Jekyll the Jester.
there we go.
what are you umming?
I
Are you
needed
umming?
I needed to get off a screen really quickly that I accidentally clicked on.
Oops.
What did you click
Oops.
on?
I may have accidentally clicked on my planning area.
Oh, damn.
Has all the secrets been revealed?
She's gonna have to cut that out.
On the YouTube, yes. On the stream, I can't.
Wait, so is this like a stream that actually has leverage? Like, is there like people watching?
I'm on Twitch.
Oh, neat.
Some people usually pop in from time to time.
That's fine.
Apparently, one of my regular viewers did lose their Twitch though.
Oh, that's tough.
Anyway,
Minus 3. Fight.
today's session title is "The Dying Skies" from the poem "The Echo of Ages" by yours truly, Chaos. Who wants to recap?
I have no clue what the fuck happened last session.
Ulta is currently with my section of the group and Z's character, and they're all headed to the next town up.
The vet gone wandering.
Oh!
Uh, I've just texted people, letting them know that I'm doing my D&D. So,
Oh yeah, I told Kaz, by the way.
thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Luna, I really would prefer if you jump into the stream rather than being in the call, so I don't think that I have more players than I actually do. Because I am live now. Thank you.
And we go.
And then there was 3.
There we go. She's in the chat. Okay. So, why don't we start off with introducing Finley?
Yay, Finley!
Hooray.
Sorry, that's my bestie.
No worries, dude. I appreciate the hype.
If you go to where I just at you, scroll up to the top.
Okay.
That I want you to guess which one of these little continents you're on by the description of mountain to the north and mostly forest.
Is it bottom right?
Which one? The one further, the bean-shaped one or the one with little islands?
Bean.
You are correct.
Let's go. I taught geography today.
Yay!
Jekyll is on his way. He's currently stuck in traffic.
I get that.
So maybe Jekyll will get his little thingy this session.
The Croco?
The croc. Anyway,
Croco with a Glocko, anyway.
Finley. What is your goal in this? Ooh. Actually, I need to do something.
Oh,
Help, I've been kidnapped. Help. Help.
So, I'm gonna put it this way. You've been dragged from another universe into this world by a certain deity. Whatever happened, you died there.
So I drowned.
I'm going to say that's how Finley died.
Okay. Upon being dragged to this universe, you hear a voice. Or more accurately, upon your death, you hear this voice. What a pity. You had so much to live for. So much potential. Would you like a second chance?
Is this one of those, like, demon deals?
I guess you could say that.
What would it cost me then?
Can you please speak up? I can hardly hear you.
What would it cost me then?
A favor.
Well, I don't think I have much other options, do I?
It makes things simpler. All you need to do is worship me like the god I am.
And what are you the god of?
Change. Second chances.
I see. Well, I can agree to that, as Finley holds out.
Out. Well, at least he tries to hold out his hand for a handshake.
You feel a rather large hand encompass not only your hand, but most of your arm just above the elbow. As you see no figure, but you feel just this mass wrap around you, around your hand and up just above your elbow as they shake your hand. Welcome to the cult of Onwer.
Glad to be a part of it.
You hear a secondary voice speak. As you see another figure walk up to you. Hold on, trying to find your DMs.
Oh, no worries. Also, if my mic quality gets like really bad, I can
Switch to my headphones. They just don't have much charge.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free to tell me if it gets
Look in your
bad.
DMs.
Okay.
Where is you? Finley. Where is your
I'll need a wish.
No.
No?
Where is your DMs? Damn it.
I'm the Jeff the Shark.
Oh, you're literally at the top of my thing because of what I sent. That you'd be further down. The name's Lady Lethea.
Pleasure to meet you. The name's Finley.
Much acquainted. I'm the High Priestess.
I see.
Welcome to the world of Dysteria, lost soul. Most of the followers here come from other realms where they die, much like yourself. They're giving a second chance, and they are told to explore, worship, and spread the word. I am here as the voice of God. I hear his messages and to give them to you all. If you want something done, I will let you know. As she hands you a sending stone on a pendant necklace, holding it by the chain.
Oh, sick. Is this like what is it called? Spellcasting focus?
It's a sending stone. How I send everyone messages.
That is a lot more convenient than owls. I'll tell you right now.
Well, just know that no matter what anyone says about him, you are indebted to him. And what those people say aren't necessarily the truth. Just know that.
Either way, you can trust me. A Fae honors his
Contract.
Good. Good. As she just kind of glances at a map and just goes, where to send you, where to send you.
My specialties include breaking things, using sticks to break things, and healing people.
Yes. Let's send you to. We've sent someone else into this area. Let's send you here too. They could use a hand, I bet. The best way to explain it is he's what we like to call the executioner,
Oh my.
where their title sounds a lot more gruesome than what it actually is. They're more of my soul. They're more of my knight. Currently, he's on a crusade to prove himself.
I see. Well, I'd be honored to help him.
Mm-hmm. You'll know him when you see him. Out of character, it's Jekyll's character.
That's good. Also, out of character, I think I'm going to be Oath for Redemption.
Redemption, because your thing sounds a lot like redemption.
All right. Back to General.
Yeah.
Accomplished from that. Oh, hello?
Hi.
I'm gonna
Oh, wait.
I'm
Oh
gonna
no!
cry. I'm gonna cry when Will Smith dies.
Hold on, we're
What
in the
the
wrong. We're also
brother?
in the wrong chat. Go to D&D1, everyone.
Sorry.
What were you gonna say to me, Spark?
Hello.
Hi.
Boy, I was gonna say shut up.
No.
Why did I just hear a bird that sounded like a laser?
Oh yeah, I'm outside.
Stop it!
Yo, the birds.
I like outside.
Anyway, Finley just materializes in the next town that you guys are currently heading towards.
Oh, great.
So if you look at map and unspoiler the image, you will see Wolf Rise Field.
Oh.
Huh. Nice.
Give me just
Whereas the rest of the party. Oh, someone's in. Anyway. Spartan and Ryukin.
yes. Give me a second.
Alright. But while we wait for them, Finley, how are you feeling?
Good.
I'm still here.
I know, but I need both of y'all to do anything, so.
Drakal or Tenny wasn't even with their group. They're still in the normal town.
No, they would have been. I'm gonna remind you of the fact that the girls that are in Spartan's party are friends with Drakal, and he would have been like, "All right, we're going with them."
Why would he go with them if he's on vacation?
Hey, let's be honest. Here, his vacation's already been ruined.
Fair enough.
Might as well catch up with some old friends. Am I wrong?
Eh.
Vacation's already been ruined. These people are my old friends. Might as well catch up with them.
Give me a second. I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. But what do you think of the little lore that I gave you, Finley?
Oh, it's neat.
I'm about to get in my car to get food for myself and my brother, but I can still continue. I just can't roll any dice.
Fair enough.
What has happened in the past 15, 20 seconds?
Nothing with your party.
Okay. Makes sense.
Anyway.
Ish. However, you went to try to get me to.
Cause yeah,
Pause.
y'all are traveling through the forest, heading northeast or east, if you will.
We going west.
No, neast.
Yo, we going
Northeast, neast.
We.
Yo, we going to the knees.
But yes, we are. We are traveling.
As you are traveling along this beaten path from regular carriages coming through, of people walking through, just this path has been forged through years and years and years of use.
Yes.
Here.
It is a beaten dirt and sometimes speckled with stone path.
Ulta's Raptor is just constantly maintaining a specific distance perimeter, completely out of sight.
Sounds about right.
Ulta just completely nonchalant getting his parasaur to continue along the designated path.
Savette has Blueberry flying above head.
Are you with my group?
I'm
Apparently,
gonna
I am.
remind you of the fact that
Chaos
Drakal is an
told me.
old friend of some of the people in the group.
Okay,
Chaos
fair enough.
told
So
me
he
to go
probably would have
with.
been dragged along. All right.
Yeah,
Chaos just told me to go with.
All right, that makes sense.
okay. That's a low roll.
Fucking back hurts.
That's a low roll, so it'll be nice.
Okay, you were rolling luck for our team, weren't you?
You hear some rustling in the bushes. That's very clearly not from the raptors.
The Raptors should have picked that up.
Savette sends Blueberry to go look at it.
It's not like too close, but it's still like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Savette sends Blueberry to go look at it.
Mm-hmm.
As you send Blueberry over to go look at the thing,
If
you
Blueberry dies, I'm gonna cry.
Blueberry sees there's a tiny little bunny rabbit kind of hopping along.
Savette's just
Won't
gonna
trust
be
this
like.
rabbit.
Savette's
This
just
is
gonna
gonna
be like.
be
Watch it be like the final main bad guy.
this is
Polymorph
the
as a
Monty
rabbit.
Python and the Holy Grail rabbit.
But Savette's just gonna be like, from what I see, it looks like a normal rabbit.
Volta just kind of chuckles. Best hope that none of the Raptors catch it.
Savette whistles, calling Blueberry back. Blueberry just goes back flying overhead.
You
Keeping an
guys
Overwatch visual.
have been traveling for a couple of days now. You can see the town up in the distance. Kind of just.
Mm-hmm.
It's another coastal town, but it's more so the back area of it's the coastal area. Because it's not even a coastline town. It's a lakefront, but it's still along a coastline technically.
Yeah. Volta eventually whistles and his Raptors show themselves and form up around the carriage.
Alright.
The overdomed wagon.
I love how there's just two raptors and then a falcon flying overhead.
More than two.
2 Raptors? Brother, there are 12. There are 6 of 2 different species.
I don't know how many raptors this man has.
You just got
He
told.
has far more than 12. He just only brought 12 with him.
The raptors are hunting dogs, by the way.
Damn near.
So is this guy just like the Raptor Master? Is that his character?
He's the pack master.
It's an NPC. His character is Postal Art.
He has
Yep,
a lot of
I was hoping to have a Raptor
is-
Master.
And she is napping in the carriage.
She has to regain her stamina after Crocodile.
She's been regaining her stamina after the past couple days.
And still
It takes a lot out of her. Yeah. It takes a lot out of her.
As you eventually make it to the town, walking up on the wall, you actually see fenced out pastures with grazing herbivores with spiked tails.
Stego.
Yo, it's a. Is it an Ankylosaurus? Is that what
Spike,
this thing is
not
called?
clubbed. Spike, not club.
Oh.
Spiked tail.
Stegosaurus.
Stega. It's a stego.
Yeah, friggin' Melina ends up waking up post Laura for her to look, and she just kind of goes completely still, watching. Like, I want one. She's gonna have to get a permit.
She really is gonna have to get a permit.
That's
You can-
okay. She can get a multi-creature permit.
You can actually see there's little nests in the area with some of the females like laying in around or near their eggs, but there's very clearly a brand mark on, or like some sort of like marking on the egg that was placed there.
Egg markings. Fun.
It's to tell.
No, those are to make sure poachers don't take them.
Yeah,
If it's branded, then it's untakeable.
Yeah, jackasses still do it.
they would. They absolutely
Ulta
would.
just kind of chuckles. Yeah, they do. That's where I come in. I normally don't leave survivors.
Penny just looks up at Ulta, just like, hey, can that be my new dad?
Ulta looks back at him. You're a devil child. I would
Drakal
never
just
have you.
looks at him, just like, I fucking hate you.
You're a devil child. I would never have you as mine.
He'd be lucky to get out the womb.
You'd be lucky to live after the first beating if you misbehave.
Damn. I might need to start tagging my stream for mentions of child abuse.
Oh no, that's child abuse. Punishment. If your child done fucked up enough, beat that ass.
And no, I'm saying like I might need to tag it because people aren't gonna
Now
realize it's
people
fantasy.
Oh, people are gonna realize the people that don't realize it's fantasy after watching a D&D stream. I'm just gonna out and say it. You're fucking stupid.
I still don't want to get removed from Twitch.
Yeah, I
You
mean
get
that's
removed
fair.
from Twitch over that. I would fight that.
Fair. Anyway, you approach the front gates and you are greeted by a couple of guards, a male and a female, wearing generic armor with like what appears to be a color coordinated like under armor, like not armor, but like the undergarments of the armor
Yeah,
itself is color coordinated.
yeah.
They are very clearly matching, and it looks like to be some sort of uniform, but the armor itself isn't identical to the other person's. So it looks like it's only the undergarment that's a mandatory.
Are they a thing?
Hmm?
Are they a thing?
What?
No,
Are
buddy,
they
they're
together?
guards.
Oh, they are a thing. You don't know.
These are important world building questions.
You don't know.
These are important questions, Finley.
I mean, the guards that Bob came
Um,
across in the previous town was a gay couple.
Huh. And he tried
good
to
for
flirt
them.
with them?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Ulta sends his raptors off to the side and just kind of slows the parasaur to a halt.
Well, good to see you, old timer. How was the bounty?
Old timer. You know damn well I'm not that old. People
Uh,
behind me picked up the bounty. I picked up several others just to catch up. That's fine. I'll end up catching other bounties. Not that much of a problem to me.
hold on, I need to check map again because I forgot what I named the town already.
It was wild something.
That is real.
Wolf Rise.
guards
Wolf
have
Rise
seen
Field.
These guards have seen Ulta multiple times.
Oh, I'm gonna point this out. The female guard is an avian. The male guard is a dragonkin.
Huh.
And if you look past them into the city, you see nothing but beastmen.
Drakala just looks over, just like, huh. Didn't think I'd see Beastmen out here.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
Only Beastmen I've ever seen were in the Feywilds.
The hell is that place?
How do you not? Huh?
No one in this side of the world knows what the Feywilds is. Because the Feywilds is only accessible within certain regions.
Alright, I am unmuted. Sorry, I'm getting my brother's food.
Mm.
Yes,
Let's wait a moment.
continue.
Alta would also be confused what he means by the Feywilds. What? What do you mean beastmen are what, huh?
No, I'm confused because I had to take my headset out so that way I could hear what the person was talking to me about.
Yeah, and I'm saying Alta would also be confused about the mention of the Feywilds, because as far as they're aware, that's not a place that exists.
Chaos, I didn't hear any of the previous 40 seconds of roleplay.
Oh, I said that the female guard was an avian, the male was a dragonkin, and if you look into the city, there's nothing but beastmen. And say your line again, Ryukin.
Drakala was then just like, huh. I didn't know Beastmen were here.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
Usually I've only ever seen Beastmen in the Feywilds.
The hell is
Ulta
that
just
place?
kind of makes eye contact with the guards and then just slowly turns and looks at him like, what are you talking about?
What in the world is that place?
Did you crack your head off the side of my cart?
No, it's a place where me and my children are from.
Another
see.
continent, maybe?
More than likely.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you're welcome to stay. As they kind of like it. But they do, like, we are still gonna have to search you, though. Looking at the two carts.
There's only one cart.
Z.
Oh, Z. Well, they aren't gonna find anything on Ulta's cart. Thank you. Other than maybe a few animal pelts, but really that's about it.
Mm-hmm. So nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing out of the ordinary, especially because if these two guards know Ulta and have seen him before, yeah, they'll recognize his usual wares.
Also, I just rolled for Z. She passes inspection.
What would happen if Z didn't pass inspection?
They'd
Well,
be stuck at the gate.
they'll find out when they get here.
Alright.
Although the DC that Z needed to beat was literally a 34 because they only just started out. They don't really have stuff that they need to hide.
34? Oh, you rolled a D100.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Are we playing Call of Cthulhu? Well, it sounds like it's D100 stuff.
Oh, D100 is a percentile.
Yeah,
It's
but
basically like luck and stuff.
It's the percent
Okay, that
chance
makes
of something happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, to call Cthulhu, or that is your skill. And rolling low is good.
Anyway,
And yes, that's the only game where I'm good in.
You're muffled.
no, he's just really quiet. You just need to turn him up.
No, I have him turned up. He's muffled. I don't understand what he's saying because it sounds like he has the mic down his throat.
Yeah, I want to switch to like a different thing.
I like having
Hopefully
things
that'll
down my throat.
He's switching. Okay.
Well, Ulta ends up parking the cart, parking the Parasaur. He leaves the Raptors outside the walls because he knows they'd freak people out.
I'm also pretty sure because
And
he is from around here, they would know where to go to the where they're supposed to be.
yeah, they basically just kind of lays around like a bunch of dogs.
Or couldn't he give them a home command?
He's
The ranch would
Chaos.
there'd be an outside entrance to the ranch.
Chaos. That's not his ranch.
He's from here. There are several around the
No.
area.
Chaos. He's from further inland, not north.
We did go inland.
Chaos.
You went
Not north.
northeast.
Further to the side.
We went northeast.
He's from direct east from the last town, not northeast.
You didn't. It wasn't like straight northeast. It was more like you know.
Chaos, hun. He's not from this area. He comes through here a lot because of jobs.
This is literally the next town over. If you go straight east, there's nothing. You go straight to the ocean. This is literally the closest town.
All right, well his fucking thing is going to be
It's
10
not-
miles outside the city.
It's not that.
He doesn't want it near people.
Fair enough.
Especially because one of the creatures that he is currently trying to wrangle and tame is fucking huge.
Fair. This would be the town that he's a resident of, like on paper.
Well, he grabs a bunch of his wares from his cart, tosses them over his shoulder, tosses a bunch of them in a bag, and just kind of walks away from the cart, leaving the group to do whatever.
Okay.
Drakal
Go ahead.
Drakal goes to the nearest tavern.
Of course you do.
Finley, in the future, please don't deafen.
Oh, I was doing that to test my mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The
Penny
headset
goes
is
with
double
her.
connecting to the PC, so I have to spend like a minute or two just fiddling with it.
Fair enough.
Penny
Understandable.
goes with
Oh my
him,
god, I can actually fucking hear you and understand you.
And Savette goes to the guild hall.
All right.
Goes to the guild hall.
Mhm.
Melina and A just kind of wander off somewhere, and Fossilor just kind of also wanders, but she just kind of walks around the city, just kind of looking around. She's curious. She hasn't been here yet, so she's curious. She's walking around.
Also, the best way to describe it is you may have started going northeast, but at some point the path did turn just to go straight east. But Finley,
Finley! That's my best.
Yeah.
you
What we doing?
kind of just materialized in the town.
What? He just appeared?
You materialized in the town for some reason
Can
in the middle of the guild hall.
I also materialize with my warhorse that I summoned through Find Steed?
You can get the warhorse and stuff. Like you can you wouldn't materialize with it, but you can materialize with the spell to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get here and immediately clap my hands and a horse appears.
Finley, you would see Savette enter with Blueberry.
I can't help but think of how funny this is because he materialized in the guild hall and just decided to immediately summon a horse.
That's Finley. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Finley. I've known him for like a long time. That's definitely Finley.
I'm comedic relief. What can I say?
Well,
Don't steal my role,
Mufflor is
buddy.
also going to wander into the guild hall.
I'm gonna start talking to my horse, saying, "Okay, so first agenda of business, we gotta find the person we're sent here to help."
Savet
No,
just looks over at him, just like, bud, you think you should have left the horse outside?
I'm gonna point
okay,
this
he may
out.
look like a horse.
I'm also gonna point this out to you, Finley. The way that they worded it implies that you'll that more likely than not they'll find you.
Fair point. Thank you.
Come, Letty. Come on, dog.
Well, I mean, he looks like a
Chaos, I'm gonna
horse,
mute real quick.
but I'm pretty sure he's a fey spirit of some kind. Hence why he understands me talking to him.
Savet
Either that or he's a really smart horse.
just looks at the horse as he's just like,
Also,
Fae spirit?
a fey creature. The spirit is just another term that like non-fey creatures use to refer to the fey creatures.
I think you mean Fae creature, pal.
I don't know. I just know he's not a normal horse.
Huh. So he's kind of like Blueberry here. He just points to the blue falcon on his shoulder.
Oh, that's sick.
He's my seeing eye falcon. I see through his eyes whenever I'm in direct sunlight.
Oh, so is he your, like, familiar?
I wouldn't say familiar. Just a really good partner.
Anyway,
I'm glad to hear it.
looking around at the bounties, there's a lot of similar ones just randomly about. There also appears to be pins on some of them that look like certain little that almost look like coins, except they're not, except they're too ovular and oval shaped to be a coin, which means that this is some sort of difficulty setting level.
That must be the max difficulty.
There the best way to explain it is there's some marked with gold, there's some marked with silver, and there's some marked with platinum. These also indicate what the bounty is worth.
Savet just looks at some of the bounties.
If they don't have a difficulty marker, it means they're beginner friendly, which most of them don't.
Interesting.
Anyway, about now.
Oh,
Oh, who died?
left mid-sentence.
Goodness.
His Xbox probably had to restart.
He just got snapped.
Hey, Chaos.
Hmm?
Savet's gonna look around for any place to, like, join a guild as an explorer.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you some examples of some of the like non-marked ones.
Mm-hmm.
5 gold reward to catch a thief. Some wretched miscreant or troublemakers have been stealing bread from my bakery. Almost every day I have set traps, waited all night, nothing. Even the guards find nothing. If you have questions, see me at insert bakery name here. There's a bonus if you can bring them to me before the guards.
So they're probably shadow steppers.
Oh my goodness, these poor people. I can't even make bread in peace.
You have 2 shadow steppers in your group now, Finley.
What's a shadow stepper?
They can. Are you speaking in Finley's voice? Because I'm not speaking in the roleplay.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, what even is a shadow stepper? Is it like a teleporter?
So a shadow stepper is basically someone who like goes through the abyss in order to like shadow step.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And then you have one light stepper, which is basically the exact opposite.
Ah,
But the thing is, with the custom class that I have for Drakal and Tenny, they basically use shadows like shadow magic.
oh, interesting.
And then there's Savet, who has the reverse of that, which is basically light magic.
I see.
Savet and Tenny are basically yin and yang.
Interesting.
Yeah. I love you, Finley.
Me too, bro. I love you too, bro.
Oh, his Discord crashed. That's what happened.
Damn.
Another bounty that you can find that's unmarked by like one of the little pins is Lost Dog. Henry is a long-haired, scruffy, medium-sized dog. Dog also responds to Henry or Hen or Henners. 5 gold. Can be offered for Henry's safe return to the do- I don't know how to say that name. Family across from Tamara's tannery.
What? Wait, how's it spelled? I think I can say it.
I can't read it because of how it's written.
Can you show me the screen?
It's on my phone.
Oh,
Can you show me your phone? Damn, that's bright as fuck.
Yeah.
goodness! How are you not blind?
Here's the thing. It's not my brightness.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's
It's
definitely
just the
not
fact. It's the fact that a screen is it's the screen to screen thing.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
it's light on another form of light.
Yeah, that would clash.
You know, there's light on light, but how come there's never dark on dark?
Because you can't see it.
I feel like that's just darker darkness.
Darker yet darker.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So that's gonna grab the bandit one and the dog one. And then he's gonna go look to see if there's anywhere he can sign up as a guild explorer.
sure.
I guess I should. Do you need help with that quest, or should I help the baker?
Whichever one you want to do. You can either have the dog one or the bandit one.
Time to catch a bandit.
He just hands Finley the
Baker.
the baker one.
Okay.
As he goes into wherever the fuck he signs up for the guild.
Walking up to the receptionist,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of looks up at you lazily and just goes, "Great, more people. Hi, how can I help you?"
I won't take up much of your time. I was just wondering if I could register as a guild explorer.
The beastman in front of you, or the specific kind of beastman that the receptionist is, he is specifically. Fuck, I had it in my brain. And I lost it.
Is it a Kirill Kanai?
No, they're not an insect.
Meadow Wolf?
Gecko. They're a gecko.
Oh, Gecko.
Oh. Oh, that's cool.
So can he just like, if he doesn't want to talk to people, can he just camouflage and
No,
be like, I'm not here?
no. Geckos are the ones that drop their tail.
Oh,
I thought geckos were the one that climb on everything.
They can do that too.
Hello?
but
Hi.
hi, Spartan.
There we go. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know what was going on with my phone right there. The entire system crashed.
Yeah. But what
But
were you
what
trying
is
to say
the,
when you left?
Oh,
I
yeah.
was trying to say that Focalor walked into the fucking guild hall.
There we go.
I love how you just got sniped immediately after you said anything about Focalor. Discord said Focalor? Oh, fuck that.
Anyway.
That's my least favorite character.
Ah, why would you do that?
Oh!
Anyway,
Anyway.
continuing.
What is
You
guild
see Savet
receptionist?
walk up to the receptionist, who is actually a gecko beastman.
Gek. No.
Gek.
Hold on.
Gecko.
What kind of gecko?
Just
Toke gecko?
the I forget what they're
Or the
called.
Geico gecko?
Not one of those ones, like the fat chubby tails that they can drop.
Fucking
Leopard gecko.
Leopard gecko. Yes, leopard gecko.
I still want to call him a Geico.
Geico gecko.
Can they please on the side sell cart insurance?
Oh my goodness.
Specifically cart insurance.
Call 8. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
Yeah,
Pick up your
the
seven
Geico one's just
stones.
like
Don't do a jingles or anything like that. It'll make it so I have to
Be
because
sponsored by them.
yeah, essentially, and I'm not. So
This
I was
this
gonna
video
do
is
this, but
sponsored by
no. Okay.
I just don't like to imagine that the gecko there just has the magical ability to walk out of anywhere and start doing a commercial. Like we could be halfway across the world, he just walks out from like a box. Just like insurance is tough, you know?
You know what? They now have the
No,
ability.
we are not sponsored by Geico.
No,
This is
they
entirely
now
a bit.
have the ability to, whenever they sense that someone needs to buy a very specific item, they're literally just door-to-door salesmen, and they can just appear in
Oh
front of
my
someone that needs
God.
something.
Oh my goodness. That's perfect.
Well,
That's
he
perfect.
has spidey senses, but for sales ships.
Yes.
I want to use this. I just imagine Finland's like, oh, if only I had 5 more feet of rope. He just appears out of nowhere like, oh, you don't say.
He's just like, oh, you need 5 more feet of rope? I got you. I got 5, I got 10, I got 15, whatever you want.
I now need to find an image of a gecko man, and so that if you all run into him again, I will send the image.
Just poorly Photoshop a polo over him.
But you were gonna say something
All right,
to
yeah.
us, Yvette.
There's the they went. How can I help you?
Yvette's just like, I would like to register as a guild explorer.
They kind of look you up and down. It's like, kid, how old are you?
16.
You're not old enough.
Huh. Alright then. He just walks off.
All right. Spartan, if you want examples of bounties, one of them was a baker that has been being stolen from for a while, is offering 5 gold to
I had to come back. Sorry.
one of the bounties. That is like these are unmarked ones that don't have like the little pins on them for difficulty.
This one?
And One of them is that a baker's been being stolen from every night. They've tried setting traps, they've tried staying up all night to catch them, nothing. 5 gold offer. Another 5 gold offer is a lost dog. Those are so those are kind of like the idea of the bounties that you'll find within this area.
It's because Ulta's already cleared all the hard ones.
No, there are like other hard ones. It's just that they're locked behind the guild. So it's literally only guild adventurers can take these ones.
or Ulta.
No.
Yeah.
They require
Why not Ulta?
They require a ranking in the guild.
Oh, they have to have a ranking. So something that, say, guild members can't fight, but you have to be a certain rank to fight. None of them can fucking fight it, so it's just a bounty that just sits there.
More like you have to take someone that is that ranking with you.
Oh, Ulta's able to do that. Feel like you,
Like
let's
Monster
go.
Hunter ranks.
Basically just says, you, get in the cart, we're going hunting.
Exactly.
Savet just wanted to be a guild explorer.
But
apparently he's too young here.
Rip.
Can Finley go up to the counter with his horse to try to accept the bread quest?
Oh no, you just need to take the bounty off the thing.
Oh, neat.
Right.
I hand it to the horse for safekeeping.
What the fuck? Well...
Oh, sorry, Spartan.
Vostalor just kind of walks around the hall, looking at the guild level bounties, just out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Before she ends up walking to the counter and asking about licenses.
What kind of license?
Or permits. Licenses, permits, like anything. She just kind of asks, like, how do you get one? What requirements do you have to have?
Depends on the license or permit you're going for.
Hello.
Creature licenses.
Ranching, raising, butchering.
Ranching, raising?
Alright.
Or, in general, having them.
So ranching and raising. He kind of just rifles through like this little card file in the desk, pulls out a thing, just goes, fill out this, and just hands you like a standard, like, you know when you get tests at school, that size of piece of paper?
Yeah.
Gives you a piece of paper about that size, or parchment rather, and just goes, fill this out.
God damn it, Spartan. You cursed me.
She ends up taking it and nodding her thanks and finding a nice quiet spot of the room to work on it. She fills it out pretty easily. A bunch of basic questions. And once she has it filled out, she just kind of walks back up to the counter and sets it down.
He takes it. Ryokan, that background's really distracting.
Is that better?
Thank you.
Alright.
Kind of just glances over it. He's like, alright. Takes it as you see something flash as this weird little thing that's on the table prints something out. You don't know where the flash from, it just came from somewhere. And they hand you a card with your photo on it.
She looks
There's no
mad confused.
gadget. There's no gadget that would have taken a photo. What even is a camera? There are no cameras.
Black magic.
Use sorcery.
Burn the witch. Burn the Geico lizard.
She just takes it slowly. Thank you. And she's just looking at it, hella confused. And then she leaves. And she ends up trying to find Ulta, so she's going to be busy for a bit.
Not me having to use AI to generate an image of the gecko because I can't find a male. Every single gecko style beastman is a girl.
Damn.
Because, of course,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's the internet.
Savet's gonna go outside and tell Blueberry to look for the dog. He describes it all to him.
All right. Spartan, does Fossilor go
Yeah.
with? Because you saw Savet actually hand Finley's character over here one of the bounties that they took. Looks like they're helping out. So
Oh, I
which
get a
one of-
friend?
she doesn't really do anything with that. She's trying to find Ulta to get advice on how to get creatures and then how to raise them.
Fair enough.
So she's gonna be busy for a bit.
I'm gonna need each one of
that thing-
y'all to pick a number 1 through 5 then to see who goes first from here.
3.
I will go last.
I pick 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go last.
Both
Both of you fuckers in the general chat, rock, paper, scissors right now.
4.
Okay, Finley goes first because he got the number on the dot.
Fuck you, Finley.
Ooh. Ooh. I thought that was your boy. What the fuck?
I'm gonna kill Ritz, Finley.
That's completely fair.
I'm joking with you, man. I'm joking with you.
The horse will live on in its legacy. The horse is the real character.
The horse has
Hold
been
on,
Finley's
hold on,
character all
hold
along.
Hold on. Is the horse supposed to be a centaur person-horse hybrid?
No,
Just
there's
taking
a
the horse part
hobgoblin
from both
with a
parts?
war horse that he talks to.
You didn't get
It's
the
just-
joke.
A centaur
No, I didn't.
horse.
The horse is a
hybrid.
rogue. It walks up to people, just quietly says, "No one will ever believe you," and walk away.
Oh, that stupid meme. Well, it
No,
is now, I feel like.
He's just gonna be like, there's just gonna be that one person just like, Peter, the horse is here.
Oh my
The
goodness.
horse speaks.
The worst part is it understands common, and it can speak to Finley.
Can it
It's a good
speak
thing first lords good with
Draconic?
animals.
No, it only speaks common, but I can make it speak any language I speak.
Finley, go learn Spanish.
Chaos,
Como
that thing I
estas?
wanted to do
Yes.
Muy bien, muy bien.
involves blessings.
Elaborate.
You know the thing we talked about earlier?
I'm pretty sure that was for
Like
season.
yesterday? For season 2?
Oh.
Yeah, that.
Go ahead. Divvy them out.
I need both of you to roll me perception check.
Oh, I'm supposed to roll a perception check?
Yes.
Do I
And I
got
hope
it?
you know I didn't say it like that
Yes,
because I'm
you
really
have
good at
to.
perception. I mean, it's like my worst stat.
I got a nat
Never-
one.
You roll with advantage, you're a paladin.
I got a nat one.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh. Ryu can
Yeah.
reroll. I don't take nat
Why
one
do you
here.
want me? Oh my gosh.
Also, why do I get advantage?
You're a paladin.
2.
You're a paladin.
Oh, I
got a
didn't need
2
the
on
advantage.
What do you say, Ryukin?
I got a 2 on the dice.
Advantage means
Ryukin, I think you're just trying to get out of perception here. I'm forcing it to happen. Sorry.
Can you force it on Finley, not me?
I'm forcing it on both of you. In fact, the entire party is getting this. Everybody feels a stab of pain through their mind. And a dark
Wouldn't that
voice.
be a wisdom check?
Nope. Because after that stab of pain, you have to be able to perceive the voice. That voice speaks into your mind. I've chosen you for a path. There is no escaping this path. Continue your current course. Eventually, you will find exactly what I need you to do.
Yeah.
And then just the voice fades. However, your body feels slightly different. Something's off. Something you can't quite place yet. You'll figure it
I
out.
look
Did
I
we
look
just
at
get
the
a
horse.
blessing?
It is a type of blessing. You'll find out soon.
This is either going to be a blessing or a curse for my characters.
I look at the horse and I say, that was pretty weird.
Oh, the horse gets it too.
Let's go. It just nods.
Savet
Okay.
just,
The horse is like, bro, what the fuck?
Savet just looks at Blueberry just like, huh. That was weird, my friend.
Oh, Blueberry now has abyss vision.
A what?
Anything within 90 feet, once a day, they can do a scan, a pulse scan, that scans an area 90 around them in any direction, and is basically like an echolocation. They can tell where living creatures are,
anyway. If you
Huh.
look
and it can
in,
pick up things that are invisible.
if
This is
you're
only a once a day thing.
you look in NPCs, you will see the receptionist.
Oh,
I
neat.
heard the whistle.
Yeah, you heard the whistle because I'm whistling my dogs back inside.
Oh, I thought you were doing the fucking cat call whistle thing.
Fuck no.
NPC.
But yeah, you will see the gecko beastman.
That's sick.
Yo, it's Geico Gecko!
No, it's a leopard gecko.
Oh,
Geico.
Gecko.
Geico.
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 Yo, I like car insurance.
Also, honestly, I kind of like the fact that he has two tails, almost.
It's neat. And me
Wait,
and the
wow.
horse check each other to see if there's any like physical differences on us.
No, there are no physical differences.
Was Blueberry the only pet that got a buff?
No.
Oh.
Because
Is the
Blueberry.
horse?
Because, okay, I'm pretty sure the reason it affected Blueberry is because Savet physically uses them to see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I'm telepathically linked to the horse.
I mean, it's a summon. Of course you are.
Savet,
Oh.
Yeah, I just
Savet
want
and
to throw that out.
Savet
Yeah,
I just
and
wanna
Blueberry are
say this
linked through their
for,
eyes.
Ryukin, yes.
Ryukin.
What?
Is you would recognize that as the same voice from the poem.
Oh. So Tenny and Dracal are just looking at each other, just like, huh.
I also told you
Like-
not to read it in the speaker, I told you to do it in narrator voice, not in his voice for the poem.
Well, Chaos, the thing is they don't know who he is yet. And it's going to be ages until they find out. They won't find out till the end of the campaign.
Hmm.
Can I go
So there's
to
a
the
reason.
baker to see like how his bread's being stolen?
So you walk over to the bakery, and you find that
Hmm.
he is still able to like sell and stuff like that and all that stuff, but like there's very clearly just a very specific slot that's empty where there would be bread. And it's just like, huh. They're specifically stealing the pumpkin bread.
I mean,
Best
pumpkin bread
bread
is
of them
good.
all.
I prefer banana
Exactly.
bread though.
It's his best
That
seller.
is fair.
Banana bread at work, dude?
No, pumpkin.
Yeah, no, I'm making a joke. Chaos.
Ah.
Honey, you gotta realize when I'm making a joke.
I'm autistic.
I'm also autistic. But I'm German, so I'm altruistic. Anyway.
I'm acoustic.
Goodness. I'm just here. Vibing.
Penny,
You were merely
not
touched by
Penny.
the tism. I was molested by it.
Finley.
Yeah.
If you're hanging out with me, you're part of the dumbass squad.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
You were merely touched by the ADHD. I was molested by it.
Oh my god.
Until we meet again! Anyway.
oh.
Anyway.
See you later, Skeletor.
Remember, the way to make a family is not family friendly. Until we meet again.
Fucking kill yourself.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I got another one like it.
Anyway,
Sorry,
Continuing.
Chaos.
I'm pretty sure
Finley,
Chaos
this
is
is what
giggling inside.
this is what happens
Finley,
whenever I'm in a D&D.
roll
How it
perception.
feels to chew 5 gum.
Oh, I'm
Or
supposed to roll something?
Either perception or investigation.
I think I have higher investigation. I got 15.
All right. Uh, you don't really find any clues.
You know, this
Can I?
bread here, horse, it's made out of grains.
Pretty much.
Can I?
Horse is
Can
like,
I
I like
roll?
grains.
Can I roll
Brains,
perception
you
for?
say?
Can I roll perception for Blueberry to see if he finds the dog?
Yes, you can.
Wait your turn.
No, since he doesn't find
Oh.
anything, he's searching for the whole day, still finds nothing. So I am gonna go over to Ryuko.
I gotta grab my dice because I went outside, and now I'm going back outside.
So Finley just spent his day hanging out with the horse at the bread stall, basically.
Mhm.
Okay. Hold up. I gotta see what Savet's stats are. Tenny Savet. Dirty 20.
You find clues that lead towards the dog being stolen.
Savet just taps his foot, scratching his thumb as he's just like, how could someone steal someone's companion? That's so wrong. He cares a lot about people's pets.
I'm aware.
That's good.
It's mainly because he's grew up with a seeing eye falcon his whole life.
Not his
That
whole
is
life,
fair.
but like once he got adopted.
Most of his life.
Once he was adopted.
Motherfucker baked bread.
Anyway, um, Other than that, you don't know where it went, but you find clues that lead towards it being stolen. It's gonna take a while for you to actually
Yeah.
find where that path leads. Spartan,
May I have some oats,
Oh, dear.
brother?
she does
Oh, skinny
eventually
gods.
find
Say again?
she does eventually find him after
Well,
like
yeah,
a
she
few
finds him
hours.
eventually. And his fancy self is, of course, just kind of leaning against a tree. He's already sold his wares. He's not really all that worried about it. And he's just kind of... He has a knife in his hand, and he seems to be carving a statue of some kind.
Yo, he's a sculptor?
More out
Wood
of
carver.
boredom.
Oh,
Fancy.
fancy ass bastard.
Let's get him.
Take his money and give it to the poor.
Does she do anything?
She ends up chatting with him for a while, and he reveals that the ranch, basically right next to the city, is more often than not always giving away eggs. But it's more like for food purposes or stuff like that. Eggs that wouldn't be viable to hatch. Those that are viable to hatch, they tend to keep so they can raise them for slaughter later on.
Damn.
These are outdoor.
Yeah.
Not indoor. Outdoor. Combat. These are
Oh,
protection.
combat?
These are combatants.
The stegos are their defense mechanism. Okay.
Their defense.
Well, even still, he explains what various different ranches have, and
Fair enough.
he explains that his ranch breeds specifically attack animals,
Combatives.
and he's currently working on an egg that he had found a while back, and it's being a bit unruly.
Can I know what this creature is?
I can send it to you.
Not opening it on stream.
No, obviously, but I would need to know if it's okay,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a pretty decently sized creature.
Mm-hmm.
Phone, can we function, please? Phone? That's not what I said! Close. There we go. Fuck, that's not hard to do. God damn. My titties is falling off anyway.
You had titties?
Don't worry about it.
Alright.
A little bit worried about it, but okay.
Alright, let's see. Okay, it's probably gonna be something along the lines of one of these beastly creatures. And I did not need that fucking sound, ew.
Send it to me through your account or your
I'm-
alt?
Alt?
Okay.
Ulta.
It's huh. I can't.
Yo, villager noise.
Brain function! Oh my god, hold on, stop. No, you actually sounded like one.
Huh. Huh.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Chicken jockey! Anyway.
Huh.
Limbs of steel.
Lava. Chicken. Steve's lava chicken. Yeah.
Alright, I think I have found
Mm-hmm.
The ones I'm just there's 7 images.
No, you didn't.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
That wasn't very nice.
well, what do you mean?
Fair.
Basically, just tell me which one,
None.
if any would be allowed.
Bow. Bum ba bum ba na.
2, 3, and 6 are okay.
2, 3, and 6. We're gonna go with number 2.
All right.
Hmm.
So
Simply
it's
because it just seems more scary.
yeah, it's a deep black egg with an almost like greenish bluey tinge to it, like an almost black, but with like an undertone of bluey green.
There we go.
On his side, he just kind of pats the saddlebag that he has. Why is he patting the saddlebag? It's because he has the egg with him.
I was about to make some smart ass remark, by the way.
Focalor just kind of looks at this egg and tilts her head. She goes, "What is that?" He
Fair
goes,
enough.
I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll know when it hatches. And we'll know whether or not I can keep it alive. From the sounds that I hear in the egg, it's predatory. Meaning it's going to be a great attack animal.
I'm gonna
Probably for hunting.
point this out to you, Spartan. He probably found it in the ruins of a building. Couldn't tell what the hell the building was supposed to be, though.
Yeah. That sounds about right. That tracks.
With what you know of what's going on.
That tracks.
Because anything that would be in that building to indicate what this creature was, long since destroyed or taken.
Yep. That being said,
Okay.
he
Mm-hmm.
he puts the egg back in the bag and just kind of closes it, latching it. I've had 4 people try to steal this egg from my ranch. Every single one of them has ended up dead. Keep that in mind, yeah? And she just kind of nods, like, I don't really want your egg. So, mind it. He just kind of nods. Appreciate that. Anything else I can help you with? How much would an egg from this ranch right next door cost? And he just kind of thinks for a moment. Could be anywhere from 15 gold to 300. And the upkeep on them's intense.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually.
That tracks?
Yeah.
That tracks.
A smaller egg, yeah, 15. The smaller eggs are most likely the females. But
The smaller eggs are more than likely going to be the runt of the litter and probably not be able to do very much.
yeah. Bigger eggs are
However, what Ulta did when he got his raptors, like his first breeding pair, he picked the small eggs. And he turned them into probably one of the most lethal fighting forces in the fucking sector.
with the right training, a predatory animal can do anything.
Doesn't matter the size.
Mm-hmm. It's actually probably a lot more deadly
Both squads that he brought with him, could probably wipe out an entire platoon of enemy soldiers within about 4 minutes. with minimal injury. And that's using guerrilla tactics.
Anyway,
Guerrilla warfare.
I love guerrilla warfare.
I like
She just
gorillas.
kind of she finishes up talking with him, then ends up turning to leave the city, like leave the city limits. She has her permit in hand, and she's like, "I have gold. Maybe I can get an egg." But on her way out of the city limits, she ends up buying a saddlebag, one that's large enough to hold an egg,
fair enough.
and
So she essentially
that's about
walked into like this generic
generic item
generic
shop,
rancher store, like not like item
pretty
shop, but
much.
like a rancher store where they'll sell like eggs. They'll keep saddlebags. They'll keep the eggs warm. Feeds. They have like feed and all that stuff. Like just general things that a rancher needs to keep on them.
Mm-hmm.
So the saddlebag would have cost like 20
15 to
gold.
20 gold.
Yeah, 20 gold. Yeah.
I was right. So 15 to 20 gold for the saddlebag, and she just kind of pays some. She got a decently sized saddlebag too,
Because
something that she could put extra stuff in just in case.
yeah, the reason it's 20, it would be 15. It was just like a regular old hip bag, but since it's an egg carrying satchel,
She got
there
she got one of the larger ones.
that oh, then probably closer to like 25.
That makes sense. It's not that much,
But
especially since she got a massive fucking payout last session.
if they're the reason they're a little more expensive is because they do have enchantments on them. And magic isn't the
Common.
easiest thing to put on an item.
No. So she ends up walking out and going straight to the ranch, and she just kind of walks along the fence line, watching the creatures, just kind of fascinated. She has creatures of her own that just kind of exist in statues at the moment, but none of them are really as fascinating as the creatures that are on this continent. Giant alligators, she's seen them before. The one that she caught, this is an exception, is big. Dragons, seen them. Smaller dino-like creatures, she's seen them on the Titan Island. The ones here are complete offshoots, completely different. So she is appalled, baffled by some of them. But that just makes her curiosity deeper. So she ends up walking around the fence for the ranch until she gets to one of the big buildings.
Upon walking into said building, I actually just found an image for the NPC you're about to run into, so that's amazing.
Oh god!
Go to NPCs.
I see them. Oh, okay.
You see,
I can see.
this lovely little lady was pointing that out to the stream, mostly when I say that.
Ah. She's gonna be a lot taller than Fossilor is.
Yeah. How tall is Forcelor again?
Like 5'4"?
She. Oh. Almost 3 feet taller, almost, than her.
That's a tall woman.
7 foot something.
Yep. And if she was to straighten her legs fully, she'd be closer to 8.
Yeah.
Sweating,
again,
shaking hand with glass coming up to mouth.
Yeah. luckily, because she is a satyr, those legs don't straighten out fully.
Fossilor just kind of waits quietly.
She
She
finishes
wasn't gonna interrupt whatever she was doing.
hanging those herbs, kind of notices you there and just goes, "Well, hello, sugar. How can I help you?"
I'm looking to get an egg.
What kind of egg?
Preferably fertile.
Fair enough. Come with me, love.
Just kind of follows her.
And she leads you out to the pasture, where
Oh
see, like,
god, we're going into the pen.
into the pasture. Just immediate. Yep. She kind of leads you through the stables to like a side door that goes straight into the pasture.
Now,
Where
I do have a question. Are there
Hmm?
only stegos at this place, or are there other herbivores as well?
That's what you saw when coming up on the area. But now
From the
that you're
road.
when you're in it now that you're in a different area, there's another fence that has a gate, and you see what looks to be what was the first thing we fought that my character killed in your campaign?
An allosaur?
Yeah, you see a couple
Oh
arrows,
god. Couple
and like
aloes, and she kind of
just like in
she's
the other
eyeing
pen.
them. She's eyeing them like I don't trust those. She's straight up eyeing them like I don't trust those.
They're all kind
They're
of just like
big got teeth.
napping, like laying on their side.
Fucking lazing about in the evening sun.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Only one of them's
Just kind
awake,
of.
and they're kind of standing in the middle of the cuddle puddle. Kind of like prairie
She,
dog keeping watch kind of thing.
she looks around a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of
You see other
very
like
curious though.
predatory things too, and each thing is gated off by its own thing. But closer
How
to
many
hmm?
herbivore species do you have?
3.
I'm assuming these. The
Mm-hmm.
stegos.
Stegos.
What others?
What's the one with the club tail?
Ankylosaur.
Yeah, and Kylo and Brachio's the one with the long neck, right?
Depends which long neck you're going after. You going for
So
tall long neck
of course.
or lengthy boy?
Um,
Tall or lengthy?
but Brachio is a long neck, I mean, right?
Yes, it is. Are you going for tall?
I forget which
Because
one
that's
it is.
Brachy.
Yeah, Brachy.
Okay, so Brachy is tall. Medium height is Bronto. Low to the ground lengthy is Diplodocus. I'm a fucking
Uh,
nerd, sorry. Anyway. And she just kind of nods.
we also have some omnivores. They essentially have 3 of each dietary restriction.
Hmm. What other 2 predatory are there?
Uh, they're what appears to be some sort of Rex.
So an Albertosaur, probably.
And what appears to be some very recognizable raptors.
Hmm. Probably gifted to her from Ulta.
Probably.
Chaos, how much was that payout from last session? Like, how much gold was that?
It was split between the two of you.
It was split between
The party.
Ulta and Focalor.
So you were supposed to do the math yourselves.
Yes, but how much was the gold?
I
Trying to
think
remember.
we agreed on 20K?
20,000? Okay, so that means Ulta would have gotten like 3K. And everybody else within my group would have gotten like 300 apiece. So that would have been Ulta with 3,000. Minus. Okay, so hold on. Where's my calculator? My calculator.
Mm-hmm.
300 minus 300
Thank you, Luna.
minus 25.
I appreciate the fact that Luna loves the Satyr too.
Okay, so she has 16,075 gold. She has a fuckload. And not wanting to doubt Ulta's words, she just kind of goes, about how much are eggs?
Depends. Wait, what kind of dine are you looking for?
Herbivore, predator. I'm trying to gauge how much they are each.
Runt would be like under 20.
Under 20 gold or
Yeah.
120.
No, under 20.
Under 20. Okay, under 20.
It would be under 20 gold. She's like,
Mhm.
also, I'm gonna point this out. She does in fact have those skulls on her hip.
Yeah, Focalor's not making eye contact with those.
I think.
Simply because she just doesn't want to ask.
Would you like to know out of character?
Give it a minute. She kind of nods. Is that for each species?
For the for the Rex over there, it'll cost more, but like that's on the low end of our price ranges.
All right.
For a smaller egg, you'll get like something under 20, which is why she specifically said small egg.
Yes.
For a larger one, especially for the larger creatures, on our high end is 100.
That makes sense. Might I take a look at everything?
All right, go ahead, wander around. Just don't get too close to them, especially if they're sleeping. They spook easy.
So call for you if I want one of them.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So she's going to walk
Name's
around
Sage.
and... Did you say Sade?
Sage.
Oh, Sage. Okay. She nods. Focalor. And she proceeds to start walking around.
As she kind of gives you a 2-finger salute when you walk off.
Like, good luck.
Pretty much. Like the 2-finger, like, from the forehead salute.
Yep. She walks around and she keeps her distance. However, she has a really good set of eyes. So she is, like, eyeing each nest. And I'm assuming there's, like, a colored tag next to each nest.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So she spends, like, almost a half an hour walking around.
The only ones that don't have an egg is the raptors.
That makes sense. She'd probably still trying to get them to breed.
Yeah.
They are a pain in the ass to train, which is probably why Ulta would have told her, "Hey, they're a pain in the ass. Be careful."
Which is why she brought
I've trained these ones up a little bit, but like you'll have to go the rest of the way. I ain't doing all the work for you.
it's kind of why she bought like pretty much pre-trained ones, at least partially trained ones,
Hmm.
to the point where at least they won't try and kill her.
Yeah. They realize that she is the food bringer and the one who takes care of them. And it's like, all right, yeah, no, you're chill.
The aloes, if they so much as touched her, the aloes would be like, "Mother is hurt."
They'd break out of their pen.
Yes,
Well, she continues to walk around, and
she raised those
she
guys
ends
from
up,
an egg.
yeah, she ends up walking back from the Pikmins with the spiked tails, purple nest, smallest egg. From the aloes, green nest, smallest egg. And Kylosaur, orange, smallest egg. It's kind of a pattern. She just kind of goes through each one, picking the smallest egg, and then she looks towards the big Rex-looking one.
It is there is an almost stark white looking Rex. Almost looks like an albino.
She just kind of, and that's for the white nest, I'm guessing.
No, the name tag isn't based around the color of the dino.
Oh,
It's
based on positioning in the yard.
essentially, yeah.
Makes sense. And she just kind of looks over towards the Rex pen. Whichever one that one laid.
Mama Odie?
She nods, shrugging, like, yeah, more or less.
As she points over to a medium to large sized egg that is also stark white, but has slash marks of black running through it.
Ooh. 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 And she just kind of nods.
80.
80?
80 for the biggest one out of the ones that you want.
She nods, just kind of goes, alright. Got a deal. Like, she's full stop. Got a deal.
Alright, let's head inside and get some paperwork signed.
Follows her in, and she just kind of pulls her bag of gold. Like, her pouch of gold, and it's like a pouch of holding. How did she get a pouch of holding? Who knows? But, like, she reaches her arm all the way in, proceeds to find some kind of scoop,
Mm-hmm.
and pulls her arm out with this scoop of, like, 400 gold, and just, like, sets it on the table.
Really? Give
And she just kind of shrugs, like, It's like, what?
She's gonna start counting out the 80.
For the biggest egg?
Yeah. No, for the black and white egg.
Yeah. For the black and white egg. And then she lists off each of the other eggs, too.
No, it was 8. Oh, she wanted all of them.
Yes. That's why she set 400 on the table. You are
How do you find?
unbelievably quiet.
I'm trying to find an image of what the Rex would look like, but it keeps giving me like When I look up black and white, it keeps giving me like line art pages. That's not what I'm asking for.
Hold on. I can search up something. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Anyway,
Continuing, yes.
as you, she's, so, you only really have the room for the one of the eggs in the pouch, though.
This seems to be a dilemma for her for a minute. Before she kind of nods like, I think I got it. And she, instead of just like running out to go and immediately get more stuff, she asks her to hold the eggs in a like a small warm location.
Mm-hmm.
So that way when she returns she could just pick them up.
Fair enough.
It's really hard to find an albino with black stripes.
No, the dino mother almost looked like an albino. It's not an albino.
Mm.
It's an elemental.
Oh dear fuck. Oh dear fuck. I just realized we just gave Focalor an elemental creature
No, the mother is an
the size of a...
elemental.
Yeah, but that
It's
might
not
mean the
all.
child could potentially
It
be...
could be.
Oh, Jekyll?
Hello,
The Jack?
Oh, well.
Jack of Coal.
Good, bro?
Alright, Jekyll.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? Welcome.
Anyways, back to mute I go.
Yeah, go back to mute, you burn pineapple with
Well,
an ass.
when she goes back to the shop, she ends up buying a few more saddlebags. So that's another, what? Minus 25, minus 25, minus 25. So she just bought 3 more. And they're the decent sized ones, and I'm assuming that some of these eggs are small enough to fit 2 to a saddle.
Yeah,
Save for the stego, that one's gonna be a little larger.
yeah.
Alright, so she has 15,600 gold.
Steguano.
She comes back in, and she just has like one saddlebag strapped over her shoulder to her side, and the other one as like belted to her waist, and the other pouches are on the other side.
Spartan.
Yes.
So I found it's not an adult version of this, but
Yeah.
this is what the mama looks like if you look in your DMs.
Looking.
But like obviously like age it up.
Okay. How about this for the one that she got?
Eh.
Eh.
Don't worry about it.
Eh.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's too
The
tanny.
fuck you mean eh?
It's
It's
too
too
tan
tanny.
color.
Like
It's
the
too
lighting.
tanny. That's crazy.
We'll say that's the lighting.
Ooh, hold on.
The fuck are you on about? Because I don't really have a white T-Rex.
Look in your DMs.
That's an Alpha Rex from Ark. See,
Well,
when I think
it's the only
Rex,
way
I don't think the goofy giga head looking one. And you said they're
I
more
meant the color.
akin to a Rex. Oh, the coloration.
Yeah,
Mm, maybe.
which is why I'm not sending it to like the thing because
Oh damn! It gave me a. Oh, bye Jekyll.
oh,
Rest in peace.
Why Jekyll leave?
No, Jack.
Take that. And now look for.
I also found this.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hmm.
I may or may not have found a decent image. One that actually looks good. I'll just look it up. Oh, there we go. That's better. That's better. Hold
His
on.
internet crashed.
Hold on. Oh, his internet. No! No!
I found a couple of options.
Hmm. Well, I'll tell you what I have found here in a sec. Oh, that bottom one is what I found! and that top one! Fucking.
The top one is actually what I'm gonna say the mother looks like.
Alright.
Because that is the albino that I found.
Alright, then we'll do that.
That for what the kiddo looks like?
Yes, that's what the kiddo will look like. So once she comes back, she basically makes sure that the eggs are good condition when she picks them up, and she very gently and tenderly sets them in each one of the pouches.
Look at what I texted you.
Fucking pardon me?
You
Excuse
know
me?
what that means, right?
Yes! That's fucking horrifying to give to a Rex! Well, technically it's not a T-Rex. It's T-Rex like. This would be an Albertosaur.
hmm
Oh my god. So she puts the Rex egg in one pouch, and then she like freezes for a second before setting her permit on the table.
Hun, I knew you wouldn't have even tried to buy an egg if you didn't have a permit. Because the second you walked out of my ranch, if you didn't have one, you would have set off an alarm.
There's magical alarms? She like looked baffled. She's not so like more curious about the fact that she knew she would have had one, but more like there's magical alarms? What the fuck? Huh?
I mean, there was literally a magical printer on the desk of the receptionist.
Yeah, yeah.
Like one of those like DMV printers that like print the ID card out.
Yeah. Alright.
Do you want to know what the mother is?
What?
The mother is that.
Oh, what the fuck? Refraction. Anyway.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah. That's fucking terrifying.
Oh, and because of the mother being that, well, the child having that instead, its weakness is different.
Ooh. Oh. Oh dear.
Anyway, Finley.
Oh. I'm gonna try to find images
Sup?
for the other creatures. You said there was an Allosaur.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that first image that I sent on Yumara's thing is an Allo, right?
Let me double check.
Hmm.
Huh. Did not realize that.
You did not?
Dinosaurs are difficult, man. You
Oh, wait,
know.
out of new images?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that first out of that newest set at like 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Is an ally. Okay, fair enough. That actually might work. Too. It's. I was more so saying, like, out of the more powerful things, those are the things that I would okay.
Okay.
Like, the aloe's a more basic thing, so that's obviously okay.
It'd still be pretty powerful
Yeah, but it's not like
for a
the other
creature.
thing.
Yeah, no, it's not like the thing.
Anyway, Finley, um, you kind of hang out there until nightfall. Roll another investigation to see if you can catch anything.
And I also have the horse roll perception.
Sure.
Might as well.
I gotta get
It's a
mileage out
Hans.
of this horse. I got another 15.
It is a Hans. Anyway.
You fall asleep on the job.
The horse got a 9.
It also fell asleep.
What's wrong with a 15?
It doesn't make this DC.
Yeah, that's fair.
You wake up with a blanket over you.
It's not an 18. That's what's wrong with it, Finley.
That is
No,
completely fair.
that's not.
No, it's entirely fair.
That is over the DC, by the way. An 18 would have made it.
It's not a 16, Finley.
Yeah, you were one short once again.
Come on,
Finley,
horse.
Finley.
Wait. Actually,
what-
wait, no, it's not
What if
saving
he
throw. Never
combined him
mind.
and the? What if he combined him and the horse's DCs?
It doesn't work that way.
Ah,
What if the
No,
horse did the
sadly.
help action?
Okay, you get a
That would have
reroll.
been harder. Oh, neat. We don't talk about that.
did you roll in that one?
Yeah.
That horse should not have helped.
You hurt your eyes trying to look around.
This is my kind of luck, if you can't tell.
You're now
Someone is-
partially blinded.
Okay, hold on. No. They walked up behind you and knocked you the fuck out.
Damn. And then you got partially blinded.
Gang. Yeah, you woke up and your vision was blurry.
If you
I
like,
can't see.
there's also a little bit of blood coming out from the back of your skull where they hit you over
You
the
got-
head with a rock.
You got that Savet vision now.
Horse, this is
Except you
personal now.
Except you
I may
can't
be
see
bleeding
through the-
out, but we will stay here until we find them.
It's you're not bleeding out. It's just like a little bit of crusted over blood.
We
I
can feel my conscious fading,
brothers.
horse.
We must stay focused.
Brothers, we
Anyway.
must stay focused.
Ryukin,
We must. Hi.
you're
Bye.
able to eventually find the location in which They have taken the dog.
I'm gonna kill those fucking pet nappers.
Are you sure you don't want to go get the rest of the party and let them know that this has happened? Just, just so that you,
You don't want horse help?
I'm sure Savet can handle some lowly pet nappers.
You can get the horse. I'll lend you the horse.
I don't need the horse.
Come on.
The horse has not helped me.
You think the horse is gonna help him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should I be
I have
kind?
blue.
Should I be kind?
Hold up, wait, Finley.
Oh dear,
If-
chaos! What the fuck? Why are you asking that? No, why are
Finley.
you asking that?
Finley, if you give me the horse, and then Blueberry sees, Blueberry's gonna be mad at me.
Hey, that's fair, but also I'm a healer.
That sounds
So
like a
if
you
anything goes
problem,
wrong,
man.
I can help.
Blueberry's gonna think I'm cheating on him with another pet.
So it was
But
Rex,
should I be nice?
Ankylosaur, Stegosaur,
I don't care. Be
Rex,
as mean as
Anky,
you want.
Stego, Aloe.
Okay, roll stealth.
Wasn't there a
when
couple
walking
more?
into the building? Um,
There was the Bracky, but that would be like a 30-pound egg.
Do I
Yeah.
roll stealth for Savet and Blueberry?
yes.
What were the
Alright.
omnivorous
that's
ones?
There
A
is there's obviously the raptors actually do count as omnivores.
They do eat plants occasionally, yes. Ow.
So on that line, should I have just kept them as like one of the carnivores then? Because it's only
Yeah, probably.
Okay, fair. For the omnivores, you actually see creatures that you don't recognize at all. It looks like a tiny little puffball of bird with like these really long, thin tails that turn into a little fan-shaped feather at the end. That runs along a regular
Oh, what happened?
I'm looking for the image. You see this? Oh, Barton.
I'm Mike. There we go.
One of the creatures that you see, the best way to explain it is if a raptor and a sheep had a love child.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh, what
best
the
way to
fuck?
explain what it looks like.
Or reap.
The fuck?
It has a raptor snout with bird feet, and the rest of its body is just bird. Or
Finley.
the rest of its body is
Hmm?
just sheep.
Finley, hear me out on this one.
Okay.
Sheepter.
Ooh, I like sheepter.
It's a shafter.
No, it's called a puffwump.
What?
Or a reap.
Sheepter, I feel like just makes more sense. The puffwump
It's
is
not.
funny.
It's not actually a
Sheepter,
raptor.
shapter.
It just looks like one.
Chaos.
Yes,
That's a bird.
that's a dino.
That's a dino bird.
Yes, but it's
Okay.
Technically, dinos are birds, usually.
I'm gonna stab you with a
I mean,
fork.
he's not wrong.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna stab you.
technically, if I remember right, like chickens are like pretty close to dinos.
you see.
I hate all of this.
You see
Anyway.
these three creatures.
I'm gonna get an army of
That
chickens to
second one-
combat your army of
What
raptors.
the fuck is that terror bird looking motherfucker?
These are my dinosaurs. The dinosaurs that are innate to my world. In my world
Descendant
alone.
of raptor.
Hmm?
One of them's a descendant of a raptor. I can see that.
Which one?
That second one.
Are more
Or
like
sorry, ancestor of a raptor.
Yeah, ancestor.
Anyways,
I can see it, motherfucker.
Chaos.
Oh,
Yes.
I rolled a 22 for Civet and a dirty 20 for Blueberry.
Anyway, yeah, you managed to sneak past most of their defensive.
oh dear. Oh dear.
You're wandering through the place, looking at wandering through the place, looking
Are
around,
these u-
and
are they
in the
using
basement you hear quite a few barking dogs.
are they using these dogs as underground fighting rink dogs?
You don't know.
$50 they're using them as underground fighting rink dogs.
Or food for the creatures.
Or that.
I hate to break it to you, but that's not what's happening here.
The food or the
Both.
oh.
Hold on. It's genetics. Oh my god. It's genetic alteration. Chaos. How fucking dare you?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
Are you talking about the direwolf thing that I sent you?
Maybe.
No.
Really? Interesting.
Not direwolf.
Carry on.
Not direwolf.
Carry on.
But yeah, you hear a lot of barking down in the basement.
Civet tells Blueberry to go check it out since he's a lot quieter than him.
Did you speak to do that?
No, he motions. He
Good.
does hands to Blueberry.
I was about to say. Good.
You think he's really that dumb? He's not
Yes.
Kenny.
Ryukin,
Anyway.
this is one of your characters. Anyway.
I mean,
Okay,
it's not one of
buddy.
Hayden's characters.
Yeah.
Valid. I don't have an argument for that.
Huh.
Or Scarlet's character in My Kingdoms campaign, the first character.
We don't talk about that.
The one who tried to kill Opal, was torturing Opal.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one who Lacard absolutely beat the shit out of.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Be thankful Blaze did not exist.
Be thankful she did not exist. Anyway. Or she did, but she wasn't around in that timeline when that happened.
Yeah, no. Be thankful she did not exist at that time.
Blaze
Oh, you tortured Opal? Oh, buddy. There are no depths to the depravity of what she would do to that man.
wasn't Blaze in the party. It's just that when this event happened, it was during the vampirism era.
It was.
Would have had to have been. No, she wasn't. She wasn't even born yet.
Blaze was the character that Opal married.
Yes.
Vampirisms happened when Opal was still 3.
I know.
9,
I'm saying Blaze was in the party during that campaign, so she.
Yes, Blaze was in the party during the campaign. I mean, be thankful Blaze did not exist during the time of vampirism.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Anyway, continue.
Going down the stairs, Blueberry sees puppies being taken away from their mothers, and what appears to be a very weird contraption.
Savet just sees all of this through his one eye. He's just clenching his fist, almost to the point of his own hand bleeding.
Knuckles turning white then.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll something he fucks up.
he's trying so hard not to just yell out.
So you gonna go
But
get the party?
I said he can handle this on his own. He's doing it on his own.
Buddy,
Yeah,
I
but
don't think you're gonna be able to.
you're not going to be able to rescue all of them. Not without help.
Chaos.
Not without help, he's not.
If he fumbles at all, somebody's gonna fucking appear.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you know who it is.
Did we just mention her?
Maybe.
Or is it their student?
Maybe. Oh, Chaos! I rolled high enough that it could be both. Anyway, continue. I want to see how far he gets.
Yeah, go ahead and try and rescue them.
Alright.
There's
Savet just creeps downstairs to Blueberry.
each stall has a lock on the door.
Good thing Savet's proficient in lockpicking.
Oh.
Of course he is. Of course.
Hey, leave the man alone.
Is he a rogue?
I mean, he and Drakal have a rogue subclass of their normal class. Mayhaps.
That's a yes.
But Savet just starts lockpicking the first cage.
What kind of role would that be again?
A bit of dexterity.
Yeah.
Plus your proficiency bonus, which at level 5 I believe is a +2.
I got you.
Add the dexterity modifier as well.
I know that. Alright.
Sorry, I'm jorking my dice.
So am I, don't worry.
Jorking my dice.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 24. He got a 19 on the dice.
You get the first door open, and it creaks open.
Savet just has Blueberry watching the stairs.
However, you didn't account for the fact that it was alarmed.
Huh.
As a loud, blaring just
oh god.
Yeah, literally, like one of those alarms.
I imagine he
already is
like gets the
enough
door.
punishment.
I imagine he gets the door halfway open. It goes off, and he just goes pale and slowly turns around, like, "Oh dear, I have made a mistake."
No,
Savet-
no. He opens the door even a crack, and it immediately goes off.
Savet just...
The alarm wasn't turned off, which means that this was an unauthorized opening of a door.
Savet just slowly closes the door.
The alarm is still going off.
I know. Are lights on in this building?
It is almost. It is pretty dim. Most of the lights in this area are. Most of the lights in this area are broken and or flickering.
So it's light enough to see.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm trying to do his ability, but with the lights being in the condition that they are, he either has to be fast as fuck with the flickering lights, or he just can't do it with the dim lights.
Mm-hmm.
Svet's just gonna think to himself.
He has
I'm
officially
gonna give him a
fumbled.
little bit of fumble time. I'm gonna give him a little bit more fumble time. That way it sinks in.
You hear shouting from upstairs and from somewhere downstairs further in another room somewhere in the basement.
Is this still in the city?
Yes.
Oh dear.
How loud are these alarms?
You can
Not
probably
loud enough to cover the blast of fire from upstairs.
loud enough to hear it
Huh?
from outside.
How far would the tavern be from this area?
Other side of town.
Alright.
This is a residential area.
Alright, I see.
Cass, one of the walls upstairs
Mhm.
fucking crumbles, and Blaze just steps through. I'm assuming that the creatures and guards immediately turn on her like, you.
Oh, creatures! The only creatures here are the ones in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
As well as the one that the leader has. Which,
So Blaze is kind of, anytime one of the guards tries to test her, she simply folds them like origami.
Svet's
uh,
just gonna
mhm.
Svet's just gonna whistle a certain melody as Blueberry goes and flies off in the distance.
You're calling for backup. Father, help!
Yeah, that's basically what he's doing. Blueberry knows Blueberry. What Savet did is he sang a lullaby that Lacard or Dracala has sang to him. So Blueberry's gonna go relay that lullaby to Lacard or Dracala.
You're like, Mayday! Mayday! Bullshit happening! Mayday!
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
Anyway,
that means you can hear the shouting from upstairs and the angry growling.
as well as the barking of a dog. You know pin wolves, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're turning them into.
Savet's just
I
gonna.
was fucking correct. It is genetic.
I said it wasn't the diary.
Savet's just gonna keep opening the cages.
Roll me another lockpick.
I got you. What's an 18 get me?
An even
Punch in the
louder
cock.
alarm.
Anyway.
Fucking hell.
Sound of breaking glass from upstairs.
Yep. But yeah, no.
Along with somebody shouting loudly, "What the fuck?"
Oh shit, my phone's out. My phone's on 1 and I'm currently walking around my neighborhood.
You fucking dummy.
Yo, my house is 10 minutes away.
Why are you?
I've been throwing my dice on the ground to roll.
Trying to find an image of the pinwolf that I've sent you before.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I was dumb and didn't keep them on the phone.
I might die.
yeah, no, his phone might die.
I'm currently running home.
I hear that.
Yeah, we
I
can
hear the
that.
tippy 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 from his fucking shoes hitting the ground.
Thing I'm a track. Easy.
Where is Pinwolf?
In your ass. I don't know. Oh my god.
With Pinwolf.
Brother, you are winded.
Nah, I can keep going.
Do it, pussy. You can hear it in his breathing. He is absolutely gassed.
Mhm.
Brother is a little out of shape.
Fuck you.
No.
Where did Pinwolf?
I've been expelled. I couldn't go to any track meetings.
Why were you expelled?
Got into
Oh,
a
wait,
fight with
hold
a
on.
kid.
I remember now. Brother, you didn't just get into it. Damn, you is hella out of breath. Fuck. You-
Man's panicked.
Brother is dying, bro. Breathe.
okay,
Breathe.
Breathe. I
You
think
okay,
he
dude?
actually passed out. Give him a minute, or his phone died.
Okay.
I think his phone died.
All right. Why can I not find the Pinwolves?
I don't know. Search harder,
I think I went past
better,
them.
faster, stronger. I don't know. I'll just take 2 points of psychic damage. I knew I was about to get in trouble for that. I was like, I'll just punish myself. It's one of those. I'll see myself out.
There's the
Yeah,
door.
no, I think his fucking phone died.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Damn. He's not gonna hear the gloriousness of Blaze storming a fucking
We're gonna
base.
be. We can't continue until I find the Pinwolf.
Well, I know. I know that. It's just Brody gonna miss some good shit. Brody missing some good shit. Hello, Storm. Hello, my friend. Would you like some lettuce? Oh, there he goes.
He's gone to a better place now.
He has in fact died.
Did I send them to you or Yamara?
I don't fucking care. I'm not downstairs right now.
No, did I send the Pinwolves to you
I
or
don't.
Yamara?
I
I
don't
made
remember.
Oh. Welcome back.
Oh my god, he made it.
easy run.
I sent them to Yamara.
All right.
Anyways, where did we leave off before? I
The
started
second
forward
alarm's
sprinting
going
back
off.
home?
Meaning
Oh,
you unlocked the door.
Fuck, hold up. Let me grab some water real quick.
I, however, cannot show these images on stream because I will probably get in trouble for it. Because it's a closed species.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a closed species, so I can't show them on stream. But if you look in companions and like familiars, pets, and all
The
that
fuck
stuff,
is a closed species?
it means the artist has closed the species, and you're not supposed to do anything with it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Kind of like
Anyways,
how my Starborn species, how my Starborns are a closed race unless you've joined the campaign. Yeah, it's like that.
So they just copyrighted a race.
It's a creature.
Neat.
Look, you got more than me, huh?
But if you look in
What?
companions, familiars, and pets, and like where that is, you'll see what the Pinwolves look like.
Anyways, fucking, words aren't
Is he still right at damn near right at the bottom of the stairs?
Words aren't going through brain.
No, not at the bottom of the stairs, like
Hold on.
in the
I
hallway
can't hear
pitting
anybody.
lock.
Give me a sec. Get here. Here.
Would
I just watched my dog drift around the corner, slipping.
hey Chaos.
Huh?
Blueberry currently flying at his fastest. Would he reach the tavern soon?
No.
I mean, it's a bird, so probably.
It's a large town.
It'd probably
This is
take him a good 4 minutes.
more like 10 to 15.
Oh, this ain't a town. This is a city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a.
how close
Okay.
am I to the predicament that's happening?
Which is why I said it took him several hours to find the place.
After about 2 minutes into the bird's flight, you'd see this bird absolutely pelting it past you.
What?
The bird absolutely pelting it, meaning they're hauling ass.
The avian?
So is Blueberry. So
no.
Blueberry
Blueberry
wouldn't get a
Blueberry
good
is
weapon
pelting
shot.
it. Blueberry is absolutely hauling ass through the sky.
And I see it like 2
Why?
minutes after it takes off.
Yeah, because he's
Or-
Chaos. He sent his bird towards the tavern.
You know, to get his father, because he is royally fucked up.
Oh, you wouldn't see it if, Finley, the
Yeah.
tavern's in a different direction from where you are.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh no.
Me and the horse just looking at each other like, I feel like we should be doing something, right?
I'm also pretty
Horse
sure
is like,
he's
don't worry
knocked
about
out
it.
currently because of what happened to him.
Oh, yep, that.
When this is
Yeah, you're
happening,
bleeding out of your skull.
he would still be knocked out from the thief.
Yeah. Can
I
I
mean,
roll again for?
Well,
Can I roll again for lock picking?
Yes.
Chaos, is he like at the bottom of the stairs?
In the hallway, a lot picking locks, yes.
All
I
right,
got
cool.
a 20.
Okay, that is 3 free locks already broken and even louder alarms.
Damn.
Well,
When the
behind
fuck
him
are
in
the
the
guards gonna get here?
behind him in the stairwell, you see a guard slam into the wall and fall down the fucking stairs. And it looks like he has several broken bones.
They were
Savette
trying
just
to
looked.
get through the door at the end of the hallway, and you just hear like the rattling of the door as they're trying to fiddle riddle deedle dee.
Fiddle riddle diddle diddle fiddle riddle diddle.
Savette
I
just
look
looks
it, I
over,
unlock
just
it,
like
I look it, I lock it, and I'm still here futzing about with the door.
Savette just looks over, just like, huh?
Robert.
All right. As he goes back to lock picking.
Them trying to open a door. Him opening.
Meanwhile, Savette's over here master lock picking.
I hope you know that because they were behind the door when the alarm started blaring, the door is essentially safety locked.
Oh, so basically,
Hold
I'm
on.
safe until someone who has a key unlocks the door.
Yes.
And still at the top of the stairs, you can hear the sounds of guards getting their shit ran.
So basically, ass beating. Ninja Turtles ass
Yes.
beating.
No, not Ninja Turtle ass beating. Jujutsu Kaisen levels of, oh, they done fucked up.
Oh.
You do hear the telltale sound of a wounded dog.
The fuck is a Tog?
Dog.
Oh, I heard Tog. I
From-
swear to God, I heard Tog.
From upstairs?
Yes.
Savette
I
just
hope to
looks
God
up
Blaze
just
didn't
like,
fucking do that.
Savette
No.
just looks up just like, who the fuck hurt the dog?
Okay, I'm gonna point this out. They are attacking her. They've been trained to.
The dogs are attacking. So she's literally just like kind of like knocking them aside like bad dog. Bad dog.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile,
she's not even really
kicking
hurting
the
them.
fuck
She's just
out
like
of them.
she's knocking them aside hard enough to basically tell them, "Don't do it
No.
again. Don't test me. I will fuck your shit. I will run your pockets."
Do dogs even have pockets?
They
I mean,
got
the
fur.
females do.
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh,
It's a puppy pocket.
I hate you.
I fucking hate
They're not
my life.
marsupials.
They ain't fucking kangaroos.
You hear the
Anyways,
sounds getting closer to the fucking stairwell until you see two more guards go flying through the fucking doorway, hit the wall, cratering it, and just crumpling.
Savette just goes over, bangs on the fucking stairway rail as he's just like, "Can you quiet down up there? I'm trying to concentrate."
I think right about now, Blaze's apprentice just kind of peeks down, just kind of goes, "Shut up."
Save the dogs. He just covers his mouth, just like, "Oh, pardon my language."
This woman walks down the stairs. The guy at the bottom of the stairs, who clearly has several broken bones and is like trying to get up.
Failing miserably.
This woman is avian. This woman is an avian. She reaches to the side and grabs one of her feathers, which hardens into a blade. She simply plucks it and slashes the guy's throat.
Savette just looks at him, just like, "Huh. Well, back to what I was doing." He goes back to lockpicking.
Well, damn.
Anyways,
You see her
Will everyone
walk
see
down
that?
the hall past you.
I'm sorry.
And
I can't.
appears
I
to
have to
walk
say
towards
this
the
because I
safety
can't
door.
unsee it. I have to say this because I can't unsee it. He pulled
God.
a Calypso when she asked who Penelope is.
She's my wife.
Anyways,
I got all you could want here, all you could need here.
Alright, Chaos.
Yeah.
I'm sending the 4 creatures that Fossilor now has directly to your DMs. They'll load in about an hour.
Question:
'Cause my
how hard
data's slow.
are these locks? Question mark.
huh?
How
Probably
hard
made
are
of
these
steel.
locks?
They're not that difficult. There's
No, I don't mean like lock picking. I mean like strength lock wise. The material they're made out of.
Probably weaker. Probably weaker than what this woman that just walked past you can do with her feathers. And she seems to be ignoring the locks, just kind of letting you do what you're doing. Walking to the end of the hall towards this door, and you hear the rattling stop as she steps into view of the door. If you look over, you see her wave her fingers at the guys, and then point behind them. You hear a loud, thunderous boom through the building.
you can't see the men behind the door.
Oh?
The door is like locked shut. They're stuck on the
But
opposite
locked
side of
shut. There's no window?
No, they're trying to get through.
But they don't. But they don't have the master lock in order to get through.
See, it would have been a lot funnier had there just been like that one window that you see in most locked doors
There's a
to be able to, like
peephole.
that security window.
There's a peephole.
As soon as she steps into view, she just kind of does that wave, and you hear the clattering on the door stop, like in confusion, like what? And she just kind of points, like as if pointing over one's shoulder, and you hear this like boom through the building.
Chaos.
Then you see her step back, step forward, and Spartan kick the door in.
Would a magical weapon be able to break these locks easily?
No.
Okay.
Also, you don't have a magical weapon.
I can make my weapon a magical weapon.
How?
Oh shit. Soul Mike?
Luminary Path.
That's not the type
Path
of
of
magic that would do.
Divine.
It would need to be fire
Oh, I see.
or ice.
Damn. Anyway.
It'd need to be fire, ice, or acid.
I got you.
Yeah, no, fucking Rennes just kicked the door in at the end of the hall.
Back to lock picking.
Literally blew the door off its hinges and everyone that was behind it back.
She pointed as if pointing behind them, like, hey, there's something behind you. You hear the boom through the building. You just see her smile, shake her head, step back once, step forward, Spartan kick the door in.
Savet's not really caring about that right
Where'd you
now.
get?
There's only 2 more locks left.
Got you. How long has it been since Blueberry left?
Like,
Probably maybe 4 minutes,
yeah,
if that.
yeah.
Alright.
And all you hear from the now caved in door, the end of the hall, is just cries of pain and fear. Genuine fear.
Fucking Savet just looks over as he's just like, I swear to God, if I hear one.
Looking around the area, you notice why it is safety locked. There is a small child somewhere in the back of the room clutching what appears to be a puppy. A pinwolf puppy.
Savet just looks over at the child.
You can't see this.
Oh, I can't. Alright.
Only Rennis can, because they're in the room.
Rennis and Blaze at the other end.
No,
And they're
But-
working their way towards each other.
if they're in the room, you can see this. Blaze was upstairs.
Oh no, that loud boom was Blaze breaking through the fucking ground.
Oh, I see.
She basically came through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man. Said,
I got,
hello.
I got a dirty 20 for lock picking.
All right, I'll just let you get the last 2.
But no, Rennis just kind of stalking towards a couple of the last guys, and she just has like that sweet smile on her face. That sweet innocent smile. Meanwhile, Blaze storming past her, grabbing 2 of the men and completely incinerating them.
Savet just
We aren't here to have fun, we're here to kill them.
Savet just whistles as he starts making his way to the exit.
Like, yeah, all the dogs, follow me!
He's just whistling, leading the dogs.
Here's the thing. None of them moved when their door was open. They all cower.
Savet just looks over just like, huh. Can I roll animal handling?
Yes, you may.
You may try.
Where the fuck? I just had my dice. Oh, there it is.
I was about to say, did you lose it on your run back?
No. If I lost it on my run back, how would I be rolling?
You'd be crying. It's a free action.
Oh my fucking god. I got a nat 20.
Oh,
Of course you did.
you
How
do
well
manage
did the
to
dogs?
you managed to convince them to come out. They're very wary, however.
Savet just sits on the ground, just whistling to them
Doing
as he's just.
the like. You notice that it's that their ears are laid flat, almost like they're trying to deafen the noise.
Sneak. Almost like trying to sneak.
No.
And deafen the noise.
Yeah.
It's loud in here.
He's very loud.
Savet just looks over, just like, can we not make so much noise, please?
No, it's the alarm.
Oh, he just looks over, just like, can one of you kindly shut that alarm off, please?
Over by the room where the security door is, there is like a bunch of switches and knobs.
Well, Blaze, seeing as she has the more sensitive ears out of everybody here, including the dogs, she just kind of searches for it, finds it, and fucking destroys the console. Enough!
Blaze is just like, shut the fuck up!
The alarms, like, seeing the console destroyed. We're just gonna be quiet now.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be quiet
Silent.
now.
Silent.
Utter silence.
Other than the noises of the barking dogs upstairs.
Other than the barking dogs and the groans of pain from the guys.
And the now audible noises of a child sobbing.
Savet's ear twitches as he's just like, child in danger.
Rennis,
Savet
being the friendly person that she is, she just kind of looks down at herself, sees she's covered in blood, snaps
Savet
one finger, and the fucking blood is gone.
Savet just walks over to wherever he hears the child crying, leading the dogs with him.
You're gonna see Rennis picking the child up like it's okay. You're fine.
You notice that the puppy she was clutching is a stillborn.
A still one, as in dead one?
The stillborn.
Stillborn. As in
Stillborn.
as in dead upon birth.
Oh.
Blaze walks over calmly and holds her hands out like, "May I see?"
She very regretfully hands it over.
She takes the pup, holds them, closes her eyes, puts the pup to her forehead, and seems to whisper something. But she seems to whisper it in a unknown language.
Would Savet know about Blaze from what Drakal has told him?
Probably. If I had to guess, probably.
Some motherfucker
see-
keeps calling me. Hold up.
Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna point
Okay.
this out. The child is a peacock.
so
Like
another
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 avian.
avian.
Streaming service?
I hate you.
I'm
Huh?
back.
Alright, so upon Blaze beginning this, you see her hands flicker slightly with a soft yellow light, and a almost red smoke curl out from her mouth and enter the pup's nose. Chaos, I'm gonna roll for something.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. High or low?
Medium.
Let's go with high.
It's an 80.
Huh. That seems
You
pretty
see,
high to me.
after a few seconds, Bliss slowly lowers the pup, and then, using one finger, lightly flicks at one of its ears, and it gets a reaction. She just revived a deceased animal.
Huh.
Using some form of magic. However, she holds the pup up, pats its back a couple times, like, go on, breathe, and then just hands the pup back.
She takes it and is looking at you like mouth agape,
How the
eyes
fuck
wide.
you do that? How you do that? Ren is slightly bouncing, like trying to get the child to fully calm down.
She has she's more starstruck than she is scared, so she has calmed, but because mostly out of shock.
Mostly out of like a, what the fuck did you do?
How big is Blaze? Question mark.
By this point, because she is growing into her harbinger status, she's about 5'8".
Damn. Savet's like 5'2". Savet
Rennis
just
isn't
looks
all
up.
that much taller than him.
Savet
Rennis is
just
5'4".
Savet just looks up at Blaze, just like, huh. I feel like my father's told stories about you.
Yes. I'm aware he tells stories. Almost, like, and the tone basically says, I'm aware he tells stories, mostly because I keep an eye on him.
So that's just like, how did you know I was here?
We didn't. We were already planning this.
Oh.
The scent of scared animals and a lost child do wonders to drive one's instincts.
Oh, no, child's not lost.
I
Not lost?
No.
Nani?
Mm-mm.
kidnapped?
Nope.
Oh, they were born here.
Mm,
Adopted here?
you don't know that? Okay, I'm sending something to NPCs.
But does Blueberry come back yet?
Hun, it's been like 6 minutes.
Damn.
Anyway, if you look at NPCs, you'll see Thing.
Savet just looks back at the cages as he's just like, my father probably would have done a better job.
I'm not showing this on screen for this one. Actually, you know what? I will.
Oh my god, the child is so cute!
With their dad in the image as well. Because I
Are they
specifically
both peacocks?
Yes! Let me put it this way. The child is the Dawn's kid, is the best way to explain it. If you know what
So the
Dawn
leader's
means.
kid.
Yeah.
I only know what a Don is because I like mafia movies.
Mm-hmm. I specifically had to look for that specific image because I knew it was probably gonna be
Can
the
y'all
only
motherfucking hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the father here?
No.
Okay. Said they're trying to fucking that, but my damn fucking Xbox is doing that shit again where it's like, oh, the internet's gonna die.
Anyway, yeah. But I specifically had to look for that image because I knew it was probably gonna be the only one with like a humanoid peacock child that young. And I've seen that image like so many times. I'm like, oh, I actually know exactly where to look for.
Well,
Savet's just gonna lead the dogs to the exit.
Where are you going? My puppies.
What?
Blaze just kind of looks at the child. You do realize that the leaders of this operation were torturing these animals to do this? These animals are scared.
They were scared of the loud noise.
Not to mention, several of these animals were taken from homes already.
I didn't know.
It is only a child. I wouldn't expect them to know any of that.
Dad said they were my present.
Your presence.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was not alive. Experimentation is dangerous.
This is either going to be a 50-50, but he's either he's either a good dad or he was going to experiment on that child.
High or low?
Okay, fuck.
Fuck. Alright. Consensus. Gentlemen, consensus.
Alright. What do we think? What do we think?
What are the odds?
I think low.
What are the odds she rolled
It
low?
worked for me last time.
I'm thinking high.
I'm also thinking high.
Fair enough.
All right, we go with high, Chaos.
It is low.
Fuck.
Oh no.
He's a bad dad.
No, he's a bad dad.
Hey, I guessed right. Neat.
This poor child.
Well, at least we saved the child.
Blaze, after basically dropping that tidbit of information
You
of these
notice
homes,
that
she's gonna walk around and look at the paperwork.
sniffing around, the dogs have genetically similar DNA to the child.
Oh God,
Oh my god, what have you done? Chaos.
They used her DNA and spliced it with the puppies.
Yo.
You see Blaze go physically rigid and smoke curl off her shoulders for a moment before it dissipates. And she just kind of cocks her head to the side, twitching slightly.
So that just
Rennis. Please take the child to the rally point. I'll need to have a chat with their father.
by chat. She means chat with her fist.
A very serious talk.
That involves her fist.
The child
Oh,
is
no.
not harmed in any way. The child is not in pain, they're not in danger. All they did was take a blood sample and spliced it with the puppy.
Yeah. They still don't like that. It's an
So
abuse of natural.
At least they didn't go the other route.
Of good dad?
No, I mean of how they could have gotten that DNA into the dogs.
Oh. Chaos, why?
This is not chaos. This
Chaos.
is we are not living in the world of Full Metal Alchemist.
I hope you know what I bullshitted this entire encounter.
You what?
Nice.
None of this was
That's the
planned.
mark.
None of this was planned?
Nope.
Mark of it.
Nice. Yeah. None of my shit is planned at all.
Spartan mentioned the thing, and I went, okay, I'm doing the direwolf thing, but I'm going with my pinwolves.
But
So she just winged the rest of it.
Savette starts leading the
You mentioned
the dogs out.
You mentioned genetic modification. I went, I bet I'm grabbing that and running with it. Y'all gave me the idea.
Savette starts leading the dogs to the guild hall.
Alright.
Rennis ends up walking upstairs and outside, just kind of like, what are you gonna name the pup?
Fluffy.
Dead dog walking.
Rennis just kind of inwardly rolls her eyes like, oh my god, basically, but like we're just gonna roll with it. It's a child.
She's 6.
Dead dog walking.
She's 6.
Yeah. But she ends up just kind of walking along, just carrying the child. Blaze waits in the base and just kind of sits down upstairs.
I can imagine.
Leans back in the chair and crosses one leg over the other.
I can imagine.
Kind of just sitting at his desk with like her like foot on his desk.
Not at his desk, no, just sitting in the chair facing the desk, away from the door.
I can imagine Blueberry just.
This is a power move. Basically, you don't fucking scare me. There is nothing in this world that you could do to me that would actually hurt me. Give it your best shot. I'm right here.
She will be waiting 2 days and still nothing.
I imagine as she was waiting, Blueberry just comes back looking around, just like, where'd Savette go?
Where'd everyone go? Does she at all investigate any of the bodies of the men?
She does.
Sending
She
stone,
does.
all of them.
I'm assuming one of the men had used theirs.
Mm-hmm. All of them have a
So in
sending
his hand
stone.
is a shattered stone.
Mm-hmm. Because these, unlike yours, Finley, are one use.
Ah,
I can imagine Call just arriving like 10 minutes late.
Yeah, like to find
10 minutes late, watching Blaze walk into this dude's office and sit down like a fucking queen.
They're called just there, just like, damn, I love that one.
Eventually, once this time passes, she picks up one of the stones and activates it.
I just realized something.
Huh?
Is the child gonna become one of her students?
Potentially, it depends on how the talk with the father goes.
Fair enough. I'm already at the safe house. What do you want? Looking for my daughter.
This is the woman who was your daughter. She is safe. She is alive. I, in fact, revived a pup in her arms. What were you doing with these dogs?
Trying to.
Answer correctly and truthfully, and I might not hunt you down for the crimes of genetic altercation.
Trying to stop someone from dying because they get angry when they lose a toy.
From dying.
Yes.
Is it
Are you telling me that your daughter gets angry enough to start taking
Not her.
damage? Who?
Was these creatures are a rare species. He loves them so much to the point where he will go on rampages that usually end up with him getting hurt. So it
Who?
Hi, Jekyll.
Hey,
is not
I'm
the
Jekyll.
point of this. The point of this
By the gods' orders, answer me.
my employer, I don't know.
Your employer. Is there a meeting point for these animals to be dropped off?
Yeah,
Good. In 2 days' time, you will meet me here at your own base, and we are going to talk. I will forgive the transgression, so long as I get the location for this meeting point.
just know I didn't want
And
to
I will
do
have a
it.
discussion with this man.
Just know I didn't want to do this.
If it is coercion, I'll be able to smell it on you.
He is in fact being coerced.
And should it fully be coercion, you'll have my protection.
They were
2
threatening.
days' time.
They were threatening her life.
Two days' time. She is currently under my protection. Meet me here, and I will handle the rest. And she holds up the stone, and from his end, he can hear the crunch from her crushing the stone.
Lovely.
She just kind of looks at the pebbles falling out of her hand, letting them fall to the floor. Then she just sits down and waits.
Okay. Jekyll,
For the rest of the party.
¿Qué pasa, cabrón?
you hear a telltale noise of your sending stone activating.
Mm. Ascendant stone.
I'm just gonna.
Oh,
Yes, me.
Hello.
Oh.
You are greeted with the voice of Lady Lethea.
Yes, my lady.
Hello again, my shining star. We're sending you
Hello there,
somewhere.
mistress. Alright.
We are going to need you to. I need to check the name of this town again. We need you to go to Wolf Rise Field.
Wolf Rise Field.
It's a town to
As you wish.
the northeast of here. You will meet. You'll meet an individual who has been chosen to have a second chance at this world.
May I know who they are?
I believe they said their name was Finley.
Finley.
Yes.
As you wish, ma'am.
Just be careful. He was led to believe that Anwar is a god of change, like you are leading others to believe. Change, second chances, all those things.
Of course.
Well,
Oh,
off you go.
friendship? No. Fuck. Hi. Oh dear.
Spartan.
Ha.
I found out I found out who and how I'm going to kill for trauma.
You do realize Chaos is right fucking here if you won't allow it.
She said she'll allow me to do it with the person, because they're technically an NPC, not a player character.
And yet she won't let me kill off Ulta.
Because you kill off your characters too many times.
It's because I make it hurt when it happens.
You've killed your characters too many times.
you're
Anyway.
like JJK.
Anyway, welcome back, you two.
Yes.
Bro's acting like he's JJK.
One more thing that she did offer. She offered to just transport you directly to the area.
Sure.
So you pretty much just materialize the same way that Finley did in the guild hall.
We're like, oh god, not another horseman.
I'm looking for somebody.
I think we all know.
They're not gonna know who you're talking about, so just look around.
I have a feeling you're looking for me.
No.
Oh
No,
dear.
not you.
I think I know who you're looking for.
Who?
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Are you looking for the only new player here?
And who may that be?
Finley.
Hi, Finley.
Indeed.
Oh.
I created a horse. That's the first thing I did.
You have been selected.
You've been targeted determination.
You've been selected by
I want to
the
assume
god of
that's good.
change.
He's not in the area. He is currently knocked out on the floor near the bakery.
Technically, I wouldn't be knocked out because that was advantage, not a reroll. But I thought it was funnier to be knocked out.
Finley.
Finley.
I can just imagine
No,
Blueberry
that actually
seeing
it wasn't advantage. It was a reroll. I said reroll. So you took the new one. Which so you
Simply,
go to
I-
nat
Oh, I was
one.
switching the Hobgoblin racial
knocked out.
ability. That
Huh?
just gives me advantage because I wanted it. The Hobgoblin racial ability that just gives
Aw.
me advantage because I wanted it.
No, you said what if the horse uses a help action,
Ah,
which made it a reroll.
okay, that makes sense.
You still
Alright,
fumbled.
so
Help action. Okay.
do you know where I can find this Finley person?
Oh, they said that they were a they're not gonna know them by name, but she did tell you they were a hobgoblin.
Do you know where I can find a hobgoblin?
He took the quest for the baker.
I see.
You'll probably
Here,
find him near the bakery.
for your troubles. As I toss them a plat, I'll walk out of the bottom.
She's like looking at it with wide eyes, like, what the fuck?
Pardon me? Why did you hand me a platinum?
As you walk
You
up
have
to
money?
this knocked out man on the ground.
I'm going
Also,
to
also Finley, please send your character submission to season
Oh.
2.
He doesn't use.
I'm just gonna reuse the
Images I
one
found.
Hobgoblin image you sent me.
The lion sleeps tonight.
This motherfucker is sleeping.
Yeah, that's yeah, basically.
Crazy, wake up. I don't like this.
Chrissy, wake up! Oh,
Oh, there goes Ryukin.
Oh.
why are you?
Ryukin went to go wake up Chrissy.
Shut the fuck up.
But yeah, you find this knocked out hobgoblin on the ground near the baker.
Oh yeah, Jekyll. At one point, your character would have felt a sharp pain through your skull, and a voice that
That
is
you recognize.
disembodied, that you recognize, speaking in your head, saying, "You have been selected. You have a higher purpose.
Sweet.
It is not the
Continue
voice
your
of your
current
god.
course." It is not the voice of your god.
May I ask who you are?
Before you can ask that, the voice is gone.
Interesting.
And so is the pain.
He's,
In fact, no pain at all.
as
You feel
Hayes-
your head feels a little more clear.
surprising
something
after the
about
amount of
you feels-
alcohol I've drinking.
Something about you feels off. You feel sober,
Surprising.
but it's a different type of sobering. So something just doesn't feel right.
Fair enough. But
Something
yeah, I'm just gonna splash water on this hobgoblin. Like ice cold water.
Like 5 or so minutes later, this dumbass wakes up.
Oh,
Just sitting there going, "Bah,
oh, did you fall asleep too, horse?
The horses
I mean,
just like, you know how the horses do the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, but
you mean
like as if they're
Yeah, the horse is asleep."
you got knocked out. Nate been asleep.
Oh, who are you? Are you the bread thief?
no. Are
Finley,
you by
you look
chance
at him and
Finley?
you get in a eureka moment when looking at this man. She did say you'd know them when you see them.
Are you
It's like oh, son of a bitch!
the one guy? You know that one guy?
Indeed. I guess I am that one guy.
She called them the
Hey, because there
executioner.
are many guys, only one like you.
She called them the executioner.
Oh god, the executioner
The
has returned.
executioner.
That is me. You've
Give
been
him a
selected.
tone voice.
You've been
You've been
selected.
targeted for termination.
No, that one. Not the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. But anyway, you've been selected by the God of Change.
Yeah.
What have you been
Steve.
told so far?
I owe them a favor because they saved me from death. Go find you, help you out.
Hmm.
Don't listen to the liars that try and convince you that he's a bad man.
And also that you're a good guy no matter what
No,
weird
no,
people say.
they're talking about the deity.
Also, people are idiots, and they don't know that God's good.
Exactly. Now let me help you out, my brother in the Holy Lord.
Oh my god, I fucking.
Time to go on a crusade.
I am a crusader,
God.
technically.
I'm
Oh
a paladin.
god!
I'm a paladin.
He's spreading his
I-
religion.
I'm spreading my religion, whether you like it or not.
Oh, buddy.
Ah,
There will soon
Alright,
be.
so what all is your skill set?
Arise.
Spartan, you're actually gonna really like what he's doing. Because what he's doing is a good
Oh.
thing for later.
Oh, I'm aware it's a good thing. Guess who's taking advantage of it already?
Hehe.
As he just kind of picks you up, he picks you up by your like scruff of your neck, and just
Stands
sets you
you up,
back down.
basically.
And like stands you up. And he's like, "No, follow me."
How big is this man?
You don't want to. How tall do you think he is?
Abnormally
I'm assuming
tall.
10 foot.
I'm thinking somewhere close to 7-8 feet tall.
Taller.
10 foot.
A little bit taller.
Ooh.
12 feet?
What?
He is currently standing at 12 feet tall.
Let's go!
This
He's
motherfucker
twice the height as Finley.
is 4 times the size and weight of Focalor.
I am built like a fucking refrigerator. People say
You are
they'll go
built
around
like
the
the brick
wall.
shit house.
I am the bricks.
Is his name Brick?
No, his
Borderlands
name is Shiraku.
reference.
His name is Shiraku.
You didn't get the Borderlands reference.
Oh, I know. I got it. I just don't
I'm
care.
gonna cry. Oh,
I just don't care. I like to see
I
it.
am gonna cry.
Yourself up. Anyway,
Okay, so we're supposed to
first.
spread religion, right?
we spread the word. We spread the word of the good Lord.
Oh wait, Jekyll, what's your class again?
What do you remember my class being?
I don't-
Crusader?
You remember my race?
Yeah, I remember your race, but what's your class?
Didn't I say it in my thing?
Are you? That was a while ago.
Bloodhunter
It's-
Paladin.
Paladin Barbarian.
Okay, so we have two
Oh.
paladins.
Yes, I spread the word of my good Lord.
If you want, I can change.
No, that's fine. It works.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, how much barbarian are you, out of curiosity? Like, compared to Paladin?
I have more levels in Paladin than I do Barbarian.
Ah,
But because my rage is different from others.
I see. I was thinking if you're going with the
Rage.
funny wild magic barbarian combo, where you can get spell slots from raging.
His rage comes from the belief in his god.
No, the angrier I get, the more power I gain from my god.
Fucking Hulk?
No, it's close enough. Doomslayer.
See, I would think Hulk because Doomslayer, yeah, Doomslayer's good. Hulk is boundless.
More like the one below all.
Fair enough.
Think more like the one below all in terms of things.
Why? Okay, so the shit that I have for you with this, it's gonna become very prevalent. The next combat that we have, like the next actual combat that we have.
I mean, y'all could have a combat thing this session.
Hey,
if
Liz.
you just
Chaos.
right.
Probably. Probably not. I do still have work tomorrow morning. And I would like to try to get sleep.
I was
So
referring.
combat, probably not the best idea.
Oh, not the best idea.
I'm down
That
for a
being said,
crusade.
continuing.
Yes. I'm just gonna do that. I do like a quick 2-day time skip. Y'all don't find anything to do with the blood thief or the bread thief rather.
No.
You do
But
see a woman in a bluish outfit walking around with several saddlebags.
y'all like stay the night in a tavern or an inn or wherever. Which for one night plus food, plus included food would be like 2 gold. Pretty cheap.
4 gold. 4 gold.
4?
Seems,
Arm
seems,
wrestle to see
seems
who
more
has to
reasonable,
pay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Goddamn.
I only have platinum coins.
Oh, buddy.
You
How
do
much are
realize
platinum coins again?
10.
Like 100 gold? Oh, 10 gold?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you follow Fossilor, you could fucking trade some in. But that is only if you catch her.
Anyway,
Nah, I can just convert it myself.
Bruh.
they are gonna give you change for the platinum, by the way, Jekyll.
Yeah, it makes
Oh, that
sense.
makes more sense. There we go.
Oh, neat.
As Blaze finds the man, he's like, where is she?
Currently with my protege, sitting in a tree house 2 miles from here.
And you promised me
Quite
that she's
safe.
alive.
She places her hand on the table and spins it, like twists her hand to the side, making a circular burn mark. She snaps her fingers, and the scorch itself raises up in an illusionary pattern. And she just simply says, Rennis, and you see Rennis, like the appearance of the treehouse itself, like of the interior. Rennis, like, look up from a book and just kind of put a finger to her mouth, like, shut up. Blaze just kind of rolls her eyes, makes several hand gestures, and Rennis just kind of points to a corner with a blanket. She's like, she's asleep. she's napping. Fucking don't wake her up. And Blaze just kind of looks at him like, proof enough for you?
Okay. He visibly calms down.
I am a harbinger. My kind do not harm children. Only those who deserve it.
How was I supposed to know that?
Understandable. However, one of my abilities simply doesn't attune with regular beings anymore. It is difficult to, say, interact with people normally. Now, shall we?
The location meetup point is a riddle that changes constantly. This was the last one I was given. Where shadows cross the cobbled stone beneath the arch where light has flown. The third bell tolls, the guards are blind, seek the place where rats unwind. No name it bears, no sign, no song, but barrel's stack shall guide along. Behind the red with iron seal, seek the word, and turn the wheel.
She closes her eyes. And when she opens them, they are blank white and slightly glowing. After a minute, she closes them back. You see her very calmly inhale, exhale white smoke, and that smoke turns into a rather accurate 3D model on the table of the town.
It's not in the town.
It's in an
meeting
area
point.
close by.
It's not in
And
this
she
town, rather.
She raises her hand, swipes through it, and the town changes to a different town. Her eyes narrow slightly, and she focuses in on a singular spot. The smoke dissipates, shifts around, and seems to zoom in specifically on that area.
You realize that the meeting point is actually a bridge that goes over a ravine, and whatever they're doing, it's somewhere in the ravine.
She just kind of nods. Thank you. Go to this area, and she just pulls a slip of paper from her pocket, hands it to him, and while making direct eye contact after handing it to him, she turns into green fire and disappears.
Would you like to know who this mystery employer is, or anything like that else before she goes, or no?
Sure.
The person who was in danger of dying is one of the employer's clients. But this employer appears to be some sort of shadowy, wispy entity that is just waiting below the bridge, constantly looking around, like darting his head back and forth, like, where is this man? Looks like this is where he was supposed to be right now. Which means they're probably gonna know that something's up.
Oh, they'll definitely know when the bit of green fire fucking appears next to them. Only for Blaze to appear, and if they aren't visible to the naked eye, she just turns and like makes direct eye contact with them without actually seeing them. I know you're there. Reveal yourself.
As you literally look at this literal. The best way to explain it is Kurogiri from My Hero Academia, is how this man looks. Just without the outfit.
A shadowkin.
Well, why are you here?
Simple. You are a threat.
I don't know what you mean.
There are those who fear for their lives because of you. The wolf thing?
His
Ring any bells?
His eyes widen.
In an oh fuck.
Shit.
I highly suggest you turn yourself in.
You know that one meme of the piece disappears into the and just fucking fades out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tries to do that
almost succeeds.
until she simply reaches out, grabs a hold of the shadowy wispiness, and pulls back. I didn't say you could leave.
As the shadow, wispy, and things flare up, and it starts to get burning hot. Unfortunately for him, that does nothing to you.
It does nothing. All it does is just make her slowly smile. Imagine the eyes narrowing. The fuck aren't you letting go for? You some kind of
I'm
masochist?
You know what? He's actually gonna say that. You some fucked up little kinky little bitch or something?
She smiles and he can see smoke rolling out between her teeth.
Oh.
Something like that. I'm what you'd call the consequences of one's actions.
Look, here comes
Divine
the consequence.
intervention.
Look, here
She-
comes the consequence. Look, here comes the consequences of my action chasing after me. I don't want no consequence.
I don't want no consequences chasing me right now. I don't want no consequence. I don't want no consequences chasing me right now. Oh shit, here's the consequence. Oh shit, here's the consequences chasing me right now. It proceeds to get faster and more unintelligible until it's nothing but
Pretty much.
panic screaming. But no, she just kind of, in essence, she has the equivalent of grabbed his shirt and lifted him towards her face.
Oh, I may have lied a little bit. The child was injured, but not by anyone that was in that building. There appeared to be
1,000 deaths.
there seemed to be some sort of weird hand mark that didn't really look like a normal hand burned into the space around her neck. Oh, look, his hand matches.
My. You'll have some explaining to do in front of the other Harbinger Council. I.e., Judgment herself. I'm taking you before the Arbiter. She disappears with him.
I get to.
That is the last anyone's going to see of him.
I'm dragging you to DM and player.
Oh no! You've been waiting for this, haven't you? Oh, shit. Oh, the fucking giggling. In the middle of the council chambers, pretty much.
The Arbiter!
Blaze just
my art!
appears.
This is my baby, I drew her.
Blaze just
that.
appears and drags this shadowy being forward and simply looks around among the deities before making eye contact with the Arbiter. I need to speak with you. Before she disappears again and appears in Kaldra's room, because that is the most secure point.
Lovely. As the Arbiter
Kaldra just looks over at the Arbiter, just kind of goes, I think she's serious. Whatever she is dragging behind her, it's not supposed to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's supposed to live much longer.
I'm also gonna show off the synods. This is not my art, but they work with the Arbiter.
Basically her council.
Yeah. She's the judge, they're the jury. There are like 12 or so synods and only one of her.
She is the final verdict. But that doesn't mean she doesn't take what they say into consideration.
Of course.
So,
What did he do exactly?
Blaze holds out her hand. Grasp.
She takes it.
As soon as the Arbiter takes her hand, the memory and the actual, like, lead up to it is plastered up into her mind, like a collage. And when Blaze removes her hand, she is looking down at this creature, this entity, with utter disdain.
Oh,
This one,
I see.
I believe, deserves punishment.
I can see that, yes. Let's go to the courtroom, shall we?
You see Blaze smile. It's like, oh, somebody else is the executioner. No, Blaze is the butcher. You're going to the slaughter. She disappears and appears in the court and just kind of sits him down into a chair. Stay. And proceeds to walk to the side of the room. And she starts playing with a dagger made of green fire.
As the jury slowly shuffles into the courtroom, and the arbiter doesn't just appear in her seat, but she phases through the wall behind her podium as her displacer beast, which is what I like to call a dire elder displacer. The arbiter, if you look in her image,
Yes.
you see how tall the displacer is compared to her?
Yup.
20 feet tall. She is 20 feet tall.
And then there's Blaze, just fucking tiny.
The displacer beast is circling him like a shark, as its eyes go from green to a brown and gold color.
Almost in a alert status.
No! As she starts seeing
Oh.
through its eyes. She's blind. Completely blind.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
You whispered
Blaze just
that.
kind of smiles. Because she knows what's about to happen. She's seen it happen 4 times already because she has brought beings before the judgment.
Now, do you have any excuse for your actions before I give judgment?
Blaze just chuckles off to the side. I would certainly hope they do. Gives me more entertainment. I imagine as the shadowy being looks over at Blaze like, bitch, you are crazy!
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I beg your pardon?
As he essentially tries to use the excuse of, oh, but my client will blah 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 blah, he'll hurt himself, da 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 da. I was never actually going to hurt her. It was an accident, blah 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 blah. Bunch of bullshit. You can, the second that he says, I never actually meant to hurt her. It was an accident. The synods glow red.
You see
Lie
Blaze.
detected.
You see Blaze just kind of grin, like, "Oh, you sorry son of a bitch.
The second he
You're
says the
dead.
words, I
You're dead."
never meant to hurt her, like, I never meant to hurt her, flashes red. And that's when he realizes, oh shit, I can't lie. Fuck. No, this isn't normal courtroom, buddy.
This is not court. This is big boy. This is like federal court. This is the equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
Blaze just kind of chuckles. I hope you realize you're in the presence of a literal deity. Every being in this room is immortal
Except for
and have powers beyond what you can hold. Oh no, I've tried dying a couple times
no,
already.
they're talking about him.
Oh, him. Yes.
You whispered threats with serpent's tongue to steal the breath from one so young. A child's light you dare to dim, to twist a father's soul for whim. No coin can weigh a life in fear, no bar can bought with innocence near. You played with lives as though a game, but now you must answer to your name. The wheel has turned, the hour is come, the silence breaks beneath the drum. No plea remains, no veil, no lie. The stars bear witness from the sky. By blackest deed your fate is spun, not by sword but by the sun. Let all who harm the young for power be marked by this the final hour. Do with him
Blaze
as you
starts to slowly stalk forward. Absolutely. As she gets closer, she simply places a hand on their shoulder and it somehow burns them. Physical pain. And she simply says, "Must I do it here, or can I take my time?"
take him where you will. Just make sure that he doesn't get the glory of oblivion.
Oh, I already have an arrangement with death. Nothing I kill gets oblivion.
Good.
She disappears with him, without another word. To where no one fucking knows.
Back to D&D
However,
1.
it is painful and torturous.
Back to D&D 1.
Yeah.
Hello. We have returned.
up?
Yeah. So, after about an hour or so, after the father goes back, Blaze
Mhm.
just appears in the room,
Mhm.
and she's covered in tendrils of black wispy smoke that she just kind of wipes away. Such a filthy being.
What was the place she told the father to go to?
The treehouse.
He finds
It's just
he finds the she if she's in there, she finds the two cuddling.
obviously that's where it's kind of what she expected.
That's sweet.
She walks to a corner and sits down, very similar to how she was when he first saw her,
Mhm.
lacing her fingers together, leaning slightly to one side and crossing one leg over the other. He is gone.
Thank you. As he just very clearly is being hushed as to not wake his daughter.
You may live in peace. Rennis. Care package. Rennis just kind of stands up, holds one hand up, Showing nothing there, waves her arm in front of that hand, and now there's a basket. She sets it down next to the bed and nods to the father before both of these harbingers just kind of leave.
So, to my earlier question, is there a chance of her becoming a student?
Perhaps it's in the care package.
Fair enough.
An offer.
Looks like they're gonna have a peacock.
Well, that's gonna be a fun training session.
Yeah.
Every dot on those feathers is a fucking laser beam.
Holy shit.
Do you realize how fucked that is? It's like, they only sent 3 people. We have 10 million. Proceeds to watch the child, just like now, like a teenager, just kind of frown at them, like, excuse you. The fucking feathers fan open. All you see is lasers spike from the fucking dots on the feathers.
I can imagine
Proceeds
her.
to fold the feathers back down, like half the army's obliterated. You want to try that again?
I can just imagine it shooting out in the style of a like a Gatling gun almost.
In all directions.
Mm-hmm. Or her even being able to angle where it hits at higher levels, so it just pinpoints it. So all
Oh
of
my
them
god.
just converge into one point.
Should only work if it's sunny out. That way the light deflects off of it and becomes beams of energy. That way it would make it more realistic. That's fucking horrifying. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So now you see why the avians are just broke.
Well, I mean, Rennis is already pretty powerful, but she's laid back.
Mm-hmm.
She's basically the I don't give a fuck teenager
Mm-hmm.
that just kind of is like, okay, and. But she has this air of, I know what I'm doing.
I just
Just
don't care.
because I'm being a snarky asshole about it doesn't mean I don't care. It just means that you simply weren't worth my time. Enemies.
Meanwhile, meanwhile, Jade, which is the name of the child,
Mm-hmm.
just going, hi. You fucktards are probably just as corrupt as the people that my father was being blackmailed by. Burn in hell.
Burn. Not burn hell, just simply burn.
Burn.
Fry like the shrimp you are.
You're
Damn.
you're telling me if shrimp fried this rice?
It sound like Obama. So you're telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
I just gotta see this shrimp, man.
Sasha? Malia? I need a verdict. Do we believe it?
I mean, this is crazy good rice for a shrimp frying it. I just gotta see this chef.
Somebody on TikTok put shrimp on the end of the sorry, not spatula, the end of the pan handle. Put a spatula in the pan. Just it was on simmer, so it was like nice and low. But like the person stepped into the fucking doorway, and that's all the video is. It's just this guy staring over at this shrimp that is on a panhandle frying the fried rice. I love TikTok for memes, bro. It's fucking great. What are we doing now?
If someone can get Jekyll and Ryukin back here, we can continue.
Um,
I have no idea how to do that.
At them?
Yeah.
I mean, what if Jekyll's fucking internet crashed again?
He didn't send me a text message. He it looks like he left once, so we went in the thing. Anyway,
How are you guys doing today?
good.
Mediocre. Could be better. Could be worse.
I got to drag 3 different people into the talk to the DM chat.
That's fair. That does sound like a fun thing to do.
You know what? Roll perception.
Oh? I'll say with advantage because, yeah.
Yep. Roll perception with advantage.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, neat.
Is this to see if he finds out what happened?
The
I mean,
advantage. Oh yeah, I have advantage. Finally, I got a 17.
I'd say that works.
I got a 2 at first, I'm not gonna lie.
Spartan? Oh,
Oh.
hello.
Oh boy.
You left me alone with these crazy people.
They're
making me roll perception checks.
Roll perception, Ryukin.
Yeah, I regret coming back. Anyway.
You love us.
Hey, look at the time. I have a reasonable
Just roll the
excuse
fucking
to be it
perception, you
tomorrow.
cockbite.
I have a
Ryukin,
reasonable excuse to be it tomorrow.
No, that's fair,
No.
dude. That's fair.
And I'm going to roll this.
If you had a reasonable excuse,
left-
you'd say what the reasonable excuse is.
I left a reasonable excuse in the oven.
You know what? You know what? Here. I have something better for you. Ryukin,
My
high or
dog
low?
get my reasonable excuse.
Ryukin, high or low?
I don't like that.
I'm gonna go with
This is
low.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good regardless. Don't worry.
It's gonna be good regardless. It's depending on how good.
Hi.
Let me think. Let me see through Spartan's eyes real quick.
All you see is me flipping you off.
I'm thinking. Finley, flip a coin for me. High or low?
Flip a coin.
Damn.
Okay, let's see.
If heads, I'm going with low. If tails, I'm going with high.
I got tails.
All right, I'm going with high.
Alrighty.
Was it high
Yeah.
or low?
It was high.
Yay!
I love my
Finley.
intuition.
You knew exactly what was gonna happen.
If you can't
Finley.
tell, I just guessed low.
Both times I have had
Finley.
to guess high or low with you, I've been right.
Can I go get my reasonable excuse now?
No, I think you should listen. Finley.
Yeah.
A piece of paper catches your eye. It's torn on top and bottom.
Interesting.
It looks like it has strange writing on it.
I pick it
You
up.
grab it. Oh, buddy. As soon as you touch it, you hear
I
a
should have
voice.
set the horse to grab it.
One that you now recognize.
One that you recognize. You called it change. You called it right. Yet all I see is stolen light. A child marred, her song erased. A golden tide, a hollow waste. But tell me, sister, tell me this. When gold ran thick from slaughtered wrist, when seas rose up in howling cries, did justice shine within your eyes? And it stops there.
You notice that the way it's worded, you called it change and sister, as if a masculine figure, or as if this masculine voice is talking to a woman. But you know the god of change to be a man.
All makes sense now. He
And this
changed
is
his
not-
gender. That's his whole
And
thing.
this is not the god of change's voice.
Well, now I'm out of jokes. This is not good.
No, it's not.
I have dropped a total of 2 poems and a line of 1 for the title in this session.
Nice.
Yes.
I have conjured 1 horse.
No, sorry. I specifically have 2 poems, but there have been 3 used today.
Oh, sick.
I have freed a total of I don't know how many dogs today.
30.
I have failed so many perception checks.
It's alright. You got Focalor with you to cover you on your perception checks, buddy.
Yeah. I have a high charisma at least. I have like a 19.
But I actually do have something in the oven. Can I go get that real quick?
Sure. Don't
Yeah.
leave the call.
I'm not. I'm bringing my phone with me.
Hold on. Sadly, Chaos, the session should be drawing to a close soon.
Unfortunately.
What did I get? Question mark.
Oh yeah, he
Say again,
the
Kat.
roll. He called the roll. He said hi. What did he get?
That was it. It was whether or not I would do 1 line or 2.
Oh.
I thought I would be getting
You
something cool.
understand that either way you would have been getting something.
Wouldn't
I thought
his
I
char-
would be getting something cool.
His character would also hear the poem though, because anyone who's heard it before would hear it also.
Yeah, so basically the entire party is like, why the fuck am I hearing a poem?
Tenny just
Why am I
looking
hearing words?
The
Tenny
poem.
just looking at. Tenny just looks up at the sky, just like, God, why again?
Why don't you actually recap
buddy.
them on the previous 2 lines of the poem?
Oh, yes. So just kind of go through all 4.
All the lines that you've read so far.
The storm is calling. The tempest wakes. A god enraged, a world that quakes. A brother born to end the lie. To crack the throne. To drain it dry. Sister, whisperer, weaver of fate, tell me now, was it worth the wait? Did they love you? Did they stay? When the light you forged began to fray? You called it change, you called it right, yet all I see is stolen light. A child marred, her song erased, a golden tide, a hollow waste. But tell me, sister, tell me this. When gold ran thick from slaughtered wrist, when seas rose up in howling cries, did justice shine within your eyes?
That
There you go.
is the whole poem. Because Finley, you would have heard the whole thing, whereas Ryukin, you would have just heard what was new.
The horse just looking at me like, what was that? I'm like, I don't know either, horse.
Oh, that's not the whole poem either. There's still 4 more pieces, Chaos.
I'm aware.
And
Can
there's
I
the
go
second.
now?
Then there's the second verse.
Then there's the second verse.
Can I go
Which
now?
I think we're time to wrap up.
Yeah. That's the end of session, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Any closing words for us today, Sartin?
That is a good question. I don't have any. My friendings, do not do drugs. If you're going to drink, drink responsibly. Please be 21 and up.
This is today's
And But here's just
week-
today's PSA.
The weekly safety brief. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract it from the population. Don't end up in the news, hospital, or jail. If you end up in jail, establish dominance quickly. This has been the weekly public safety brief.
Oh no, I am definitely going to add to the population. While
There's
subtracting
one
the
thing I've
criminals from
learned is you don't have to beat up the biggest guy in jail. You just have to make him your friend.
Exactly.
Yes.
Establish dominance
More
quickly.
often than not, make them laugh. Make them laugh. Make the motherfucker laugh.
Or, save their pet, like House did.
Bruh.
Anyway, that's
not
the
wrong.
end of that.
Anyway,
Hope you
Adios.
enjoyed this.
enjoy, children.
Hope you enjoyed
As-
what we did for story.
Once the lullaby begins to play, may your dreams be fruitful and happy. Just gonna leave that there. Have fun!
Bye-bye. I'm gonna do
Bye.
my outro, so please just do my outro soon. There we go. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this lovely little session we did today. Hope you enjoyed the lore. I'm trying to do an outro. Hope you enjoyed the lore and all of the stories that are slowly connecting into dots. Or the lines that are slowly connecting to the dots. Well,